What's up?
Steve, oh, there he is. The man, the myth, the metaphorical legend.
Hey, just want to let you know that I will be ready in just a bit. Just give me 5 more minutes. Sorry for the delay.
No worries. I literally just went live right now, so we'll give people a while to roll in. Let's see. So, y'all can feel free to post on social media and whatnot.
Spread the void.
There we go. I'm gonna set my CPUs in Grand Blue to grind. Okay. And what I also am gonna need to figure out, sorry if you hear some rustling, is getting the hang of drawing a Chinese dragon.
Oh boy.
I didn't realize they were so... Oh, because now I see more like the differences between like traditional Chinese dragons and like Western dragons.
Where Chinese dragons are basically serpents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had to think of like how to...
The best way I can compare it is look at Skyrim dragons and then look at Dragon Ball Z Shenron.
Yeah, exactly. The main thing is figuring out how to pose them in a way that makes sense. Since Chinese dragons are more serpent-like, it makes me have the assumption that they like would, like if they're like laying down, they would curl up more like snakes do, I guess.
Yeah. They wouldn't just be big, long, tall lines. They would like curl and wrap around.
I mean, I would say that's an apt way of describing them, yeah.
Wait, what, for dragons?
Well, yeah, for like Chinese dragons, yeah.
Let's see. The other thing that I was kind of deciding on is, since this drawing Wu and Iroha are kind of more chibi-like, should I like make the dragon tiny and cutesy-like, or actually still just make it like big? I'm gonna see what works better, I guess.
Oh,
Hello there.
Howdy, MC. There you are.
how are you guys?
Pretty good.
Doing okay, I guess. Also,
So today was
How come you sound kinda
crossovers. I
far
thought we were
away?
talking.
Yes.
Me? I'm on my headphones.
oh, okay. Wait, but what were you gonna say?
It's crossovers, right? I thought it was villains for a second.
No,
It's
villains,
No, no,
villains is the
crossovers.
future one.
Okay.
This one is just top game crossovers or guest characters that you'd want to happen.
Easy. But not easy at the same time.
Wait, what?
Well, one already got fulfilled today, so
Wait, one got
When I
fulfilled
found out-
today.
Neptune, and Shinron Kagura. Neptunia and Shinron Kagura.
Wait, what? As
Yeah.
in, like the gacha?
No, like there's an actual crossover game on PS4. Hold on.
Wait, Neptune.
You know Hyperdimension Neptunia.
Neptunia.
Oh,
Yeah, Neptunia.
Wait, there's a
Like that.
crossover with them and Senran
Senran.
Kagura?
Yeah. Here, I'll go ahead and show it. I'll put it in the Shenanigans.
I forgot. Did Nick mention this recently?
Probably he did.
Yeah, the teaser's from a week ago. Nick might have mentioned
Yeah.
this. That's an
Yep.
interesting crossover. So I guess that's coming off of your list.
It's not the first time it's happened. I believe Nep has been DLC for like 1 or 2 of the spin-offs.
Oh,
I think Nep is in the pinball game.
okay, that would make
Yeah,
sense.
but
I still
yeah,
haven't
but-
even finished Estival Versus, so
As
my exposure to Senran Kagura is extremely limited.
same. I mean, it's more so because the first 2 games that I played weren't the spin-off
Back.
movies. They were.
Howdy.
Hello there. They were games like listen, they were games like the first 2 on the DS. Those were the ones I played. That was it.
Oh, okay.
Why does this sound like something you hear from Crash Bandicoot?
Oh, I
sounds
should
good.
probably transition to starting the thing. Well, so MCM, do you have a list?
Yeah, I
You're
can
gonna
make.
make it on-
Yeah.
Are you gonna make it on the fly, basically?
Hey, I can make everything. Hey, I excel at last minute stuff. At least when
Yeah.
it comes to trivial math.
I
At
can't
least when it
tell if
comes
that's
to
a good
trivial
thing or
math.
not.
No, at least with trivial things. Anything else, no. But I could do this at least with a trivial thing. Shouldn't take no. How much do I have to do? Like top 8?
Just make a list of 5 is fine. Yo, the homie Senkow Kane. Yeah, I guess before I transition into the actual stream, the Dragon Ball patch is freaking nutty, bro. It's obviously gonna make the game even more fun, but it's just so wild.
Level 7 Gohan, baby.
Dude, I can't believe they added a Melty Blood character into freaking fighters.
Level
Wait,
3
what?
full air dash. Level
Wait,
5 burst beat. Level 7 special cancels.
Yeah,
Wait.
they turned adult Gohan into a Melty Blood character, dude.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
when I
really?
thought- just
So
when I
you know
thought the game was
Potential
done.
Unleashed, his install super?
Yeah,
They actually gave
his
him
level up
stages where-
system.
Yeah, when he gets level 3, he gets double air dashes. When he gets level 5, he gets reverse beat. When he gets level
Oh.
7, he gets special cancels.
Oh my gosh.
Gohan is so silly now, dude.
I
So
love it.
a bunch of people
I do
are
love
doing just different sparkless Gohan level 7 TODs.
Yeah, cause like now basically, cause before him going into melty mode wasn't really viable. Like I even tried it, like getting to level 7 to do reverse beat, it was just too hard. But now he only gets to level 5, and him leveling up is easier because now with all the team comps you can do, you can level up and still have good Oki. So like Gohan leveling up is gonna be even easier now.
Oh,
It's-
and has good amount of frames of invincibility. You could level 7 in someone's face, and a lot of shit will just go right through Gohan.
It's freaking great. Oh yeah,
Look,
okay, so
Guys,
this is how you
This is how you're supposed to make Gohan. He's supposed to be the
Also,
strongest.
I
they,
mean-
they buffed Tien again, not because he was bad, because no one's playing him. So they take that as no one's playing this character. He must be bad. Let's keep buffing him. No, it's
Oh,
just because
please.
it's Tien.
Well, it's the whole perspective of the entire balance patch. They just went and buffed 99% of the cast, even the top tiers. They were just like, you know what? You
Oh,
guys
wait,
kept
did they
saying
make
you
all-
want all this
did they
wild
make-
stuff.
Android 21, arguably top 3, got more buffs.
All of the
Wait, is
waifus got
Ultra
buffed.
Instinct Goku? Is Ultra
He
Instinct Goku
actually
buffed?
didn't get too many touches. Like some to his assist in there, some to his things. Just like
He
a lot
got a
of
buff
small
to
things.
damage.
Yeah,
oddly.
a lot of small things. He didn't get touched too much. He's actually kind of still there.
Okay, good.
His B
Because,
assist did get buffed though.
Well,
Wait, who did?
Jiren didn't get nerfed. They
He got a
technically
bug
addressed
fix.
yeah.
A bug fix.
Now we know
Good.
the whole being able to counter literally everything. Now we know that was a bug.
So he can no longer
It was
counter.
kind of silly, to be
He can
fair.
no longer counter. And one of the YouTubers I watch, if you know him, Dono Doya, he's very sad about that. He was a big proprietor of, it's not a bug, yo, it's a feature. And he was
Bro.
very sad when it got nerfed.
Hey, look,
That's
when
like
I play,
opium.
look, I play a game called Elsword. Okay, when you hear bugs and the company doesn't fix them, we call it a feature. Okay.
Bro, if
so
someone
you know what?
releases a character that can counter everything, including
You hear me?
throws,
Well, it wasn't.
Yes.
It was actually a
Yeah.
very crappy thing. It was a later patch that gave him that buff that quote unquote broke it, and then they refixed it in this patch. He didn't come out with that grab.
like that's
Okay.
Persona 4 arena counters, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, he got the anime counters. He got
But
the- he got
either
the
way,
whack.
this patch of Dragon Ball overall, it's you can tell it's gonna be a really fun one. And now people can play like Dragon Ball was already mad balanced. You could play anybody until like you get to high level. But now in this patch, you can play literally anybody.
They
Like,
buffed
Yo.
Z Bully. They buffed Z
they
Bully.
buffed Public Enemy Z Broly.
So you know his
My
barrier,
day one
his barrier
hermano.
move,
Freaking Kane.
Oh my
his
god.
barrier
Oh god.
goes
dang,
through
cool.
assists. Like it's assist invul. So if you wanted to call like a DP assist, Broly ignores it with barrier.
Yeah, like there's a lot of wacky things that people are gonna be labbing more and more, and I think it's
I'm
just
going
gonna
to
make
be
the game.
labbing the most possible things I can do to lock people down with any sort of move, and then call in Nappa to plant some Super Cybermen.
Nappa got some good stuff. Janemba got some
Dang,
good
Nappa's
stuff.
gonna be
Janemba
a
got
freaking
double
summoner
teleport.
from
Yeah.
full screen.
So
Yo,
also
when we get in abridged Nappa's voice, like it talks like it again in Dragon Ball.
like yeah,
Fighters.
Nappa got some good stuff. Janemba got some good stuff. He got his ability to do double teleports, and his Ki
Janemba
blast.
can do freaking quick attack. They gave him
Yeah.
2 teleports.
Quick attack the poke like so he's
Like you
literally
know how
quick attack the
Pikachu in Smash can
Yeah.
when he does quick attack, you can go in like 2 directions.
you
Janemba can
go
do
2
that with his
directions.
teleports.
Yo,
He just while
Let's
he's
go.
teleporting, hold S and then choose
And you
another
can
direction.
pick another direction. He can go back and forth. He can go forward twice. He can go back twice. Janemba has
And-
freaking quick attack.
And
It's
his Ki blast,
hilarious.
his Ki blast / beam move, that barrier, the Ki blast counter, that
oh,
now
no.
counters also physical assists.
Oh what? Okay.
If you DP it will counter it.
Gave this man a
Yeah.
If you DP
freaking
assist it, it'll
assist
counter it.
This
counter.
game is wild. This game's gonna be wild.
Also,
It gave a new tag mechanic where during a special move you can tag someone in.
let me
So
see.
say you know how a lot of Broly's will end their combo in the air with air command grab.
Right.
You can air command grab with a new tag mechanic, immediately tag back in and continue the combo after the command grab.
Okay, yeah, this game is getting
Okay,
silly
there's
by the
David, he's back.
minute.
It got MVCI tag mechanics is what it got.
Yeah, like this game has already it made its own identity separate from Marvel, but it's having more of the Marvel-esque nuttiness while
it's now
still
become-
being
it's
Dragon Ball.
becoming-
It's
Key charge is now
Oh.
frame 1, and you can Dragon Rush out of it.
bro, the Dragon
also
Rush
do it out of
Key
block.
Charge
And now you can also do it out of block.
is- Oh gosh, now we're gonna have to deal with Kane's freaking Ginyu shenanigans again.
Ginyu's hold heavy can hop.
Could-
So you ever
Yo,
get
so let's fuck them.
you ever
Ooh,
get like
golly.
him charging his heavy, calling an assist, hop over it. Remember, because Ginyu's charged heavy, it becomes a low.
he can jump and do
He
a
can
low.
do
So if you try to mash with a low against him, you're gonna
Yeah.
get blown the frick up.
Mm-hmm.
Also, before we turn this into a Dragon Ball stream,
Well, I'm making Bionicles as we speak.
making
ever since
right now.
ever since I heard like there's a fan made game, I kind of got my interest in
Oh, yeah, you were
remaking
checking that
these
out.
things. I was rebuilding it.
Well, whoever's
Yeah.
watching, howdy. Today, the homie PaprcutRadiation gave us yet another topic. We actually have another Shenanigans topic queued up for next week. We're getting through this one today. We're going to be talking about some video game crossovers or guest characters. that people may have been wishing for.
Oh wait, I got a really good crossover. I don't think this has happened yet, but I think I got.
Well, I mean, if you know if it hasn't happened yet, go put it on your list. If it ends up existing, you can take it off or put honorable mention either way. But that's what we're gonna do first. Actually, is go through honorable mentions. And Nick's not here yet, so I'm gonna put him at the end just in case.
I think I could do my first. Honestly, this one's an honorable mention because it's kind of something I've wanted for a long time. But well, when I first heard about it.
Wait, like you're gonna give your list? Wait, hold on.
No, not the list. I'm talking about the honorable mention.
Oh,
we have
okay. Hold on.
We have the lineup.
Yeah, I don't know where the frick is Nick. I'll tag him. But Papercut, you can go ahead and start because I know usually with the honorable mentions, you said like you kind of just go through them real quickly, right? Like.
So I actually haven't seen the stream yet. Is it like a top 5, top 7? What are we doing?
Oh yeah, I made it top 5 because not everyone's list is like as big as 8. So we can do top 5, and then you guys already do what you do. Just say as much honorable mentions as you feel is practical. I don't know. So
Alright.
name whatever honorable mentions you want, Papercut, and then we'll go down the line. In fact, can everyone see the spreadsheet in Discord?
Yes, I can see
yeah.
it perfectly.
Cool.
Ooh, man, that's a lot of stuff I gotta build.
Oh, right. Well, after the song, I'll go ahead and pull up Nightbot. But sorry, go ahead, Papercut.
So the first, let me go to my notes. The first honorable mention I have is Dynasty Warriors versus Soul Calibur.
Oh.
Good one. That's a
I
great.
figured, and in my opinion, they're both good sword fighting games, and I just think it'd be cool.
Yo, Dynasty Warriors characters would be perfect for Soul Calibur.
I mean, you remember Dynasty Warriors 1 started out as a 3D fighter.
I think that
Exactly.
one would work out well, like in both directions too. Like,
Yeah.
I think it would be cool both to see Dynasty Warriors characters in a Soul Calibur, like see 1 or 2 of them in that, and I also think it would be cool to see 1 or 2 Soul Calibur characters mowing down a bunch of people in a Dynasty Warriors.
Yeah, you know how happy Sandy would be with like a Dynasty Warriors where you can just pick Maxi and just spin to win on all the enemies.
So that's funny because there is a nunchuck character that exists in Dynasty Warriors.
For real?
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
Really, yeah, I think his name is Lee Tong. That's his
Yeah.
name.
Lee Tong, and then I think one of the older variations of like Guan, one of the Guan sons. I forget his name.
Yeah, I kind of stopped playing Dynasty Warriors since 7, so I'm a little.
Yeah,
even 7, I
don't
didn't
worry,
play
I
that
got
much.
you. I'm up to date.
I haven't played Dynasty Warriors since 4, so you know I'm.
It was the best.
Yeah, I'm not even knowledgeable at all.
Oh, don't worry, I got all you guys.
Thank you.
It's not even just Dynasty Warriors. I'm a warrior. I love the Warriors games, so I don't worry. I got you guys.
General.
Oh, sick.
So, I don't know if you remember, but in Warriors Orochi 3, that was basically the big crossover between Dynasty Warriors and Samurai Warriors. They
Yes,
actually had
Joan
some
of Arc,
wrestling-
Achilles,
and
Ryu
uh,
Hayabusa, Ayane, Kasumi.
and Sophia from Soul Calibur was
Yes,
in there as
Sophia
well.
was in there.
Hey,
Momiji,
the sister
I
of the
love
wife
that.
of the wife. The sister of the wife is. Cassandra's the wife. Cassandra's the wife.
Alright. So that was your first honorable mention?
Yes, that was my first honorable mention. If there are no more comments on the first honorable mention, I'll move on to the second one, and that is John Wick in Mortal Kombat.
Yo,
Ooh.
John Wick in Mortal Kombat.
I like that.
John Wick. Huh? Ooh.
I guess
Yeah,
it's
go on to-
okay.
Any comments there?
I just think that's a good call.
I feel like I've heard that I feel like that's something that people like straight up requested and wished for when MK11
Wait,
came
who?
out. John Wick in Mortal Kombat.
Alright, there you go. Okay, making sure. Yeah. Oh, that's pretty. That's
I
pretty
completely agree. I think it would be a great addition for John Wick to make it into Mortal Kombat. You know, if Negan can make it into Tekken, anything is possible with fighting games and
Yeah.
guest characters.
Negan
I mean,
was not
it
excited
also
at
works
all.
out from like the action heroes route because we've got like Terminator and RoboCop and Rambo in MK11.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's
Yeah,
like
Rambo-
for
Rambo's
action
literally just a
heroes,
normal dude with
especially
guns.
like John Wick, for how like kind of crazy he gets in some scenes, like it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally, especially be just because of Rambo. Rambo's just a normal dude with
Yeah,
guns.
Rambo's in there too.
Like yeah, it totally fits.
And so the next, okay, so any other comments though? Questions in the comments?
I think that's good enough.
Alright, so the third honorable mention I have is the second Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe. They already had one, and I think a sequel would be really good.
Would be really cool. I would
I
love
think
to see a
they've
sequel.
learned their lesson and can do a much better one now.
I completely agree with you.
Right,
Oh,
especially
so-
because like one of the big problems with it was they kind of like took a step back, and like the original like MKDC was kind of like not as brutal and kind of weird, but thanks to Injustice's most recent stuff, like they've shown no, we can be brutal with DC characters. So
Yeah,
I
I
think
feel
they would
like-
be able to properly do it.
I feel like
They can make it-
because they allowed that to happen. Because I think back in the day, it's like, no, we can't do this. We can't show superheroes this way.
We have heroic brutalities.
Yeah, and with the new way, like you said, what they did with Injustice, I feel like they have a perfect amount of reasoning to try and do this again.
Exactly, and not to mention the fact that all the guest characters, all the Mortal Kombat guest characters that made it into Justice, it works. Same with the Joker that made it into Mortal Kombat 11, that worked.
Exactly, yeah. They played off each other perfectly.
So,
Joker in Mortal Kombat DC Universe, I remember when he beat you and then he kicked you in the nuts. I was like, hey, that's brutal. Huh?
Yo, howdy, Grey Fox.
sorry, I had to go AFK a little bit. Is there any other comments?
No, I'm good.
Just one more, please. I'll be back in a few seconds.
Okay.
Alright.
Yo, Grey Fox. So today is the top.
So next,
Oh, sorry. That was quick. Go ahead.
okay.
Is that a couple
So-
seconds?
Let me grab my notes again so I can bring up the next honorable mention.
Okay.
Yeah, so the next honorable mention is going to be Naruto versus Disney, kind of like Final Fantasy versus Disney in Kingdom Hearts. I basically would hope for a Naruto version of that, basically.
So would that
Interesting.
technically be? Well, so do you specifically mean Disney or Square Enix? So like,
I would say kind of like a Bandai Namco Naruto game, kind of like a Storm game crossing over with Disney characters, especially since Naruto is really well known for its fillers. I just think it would kind of be an interesting step. I mean, I figure if that can work with Final Fantasy, that could probably work with Naruto.
I would say
so,
that
like,
will definitely
Kingdom
work
Hearts
with
style.
like that would work with a lot of Shueisha. Like yeah, Bandai, Namco, and then all Shonen Jump basically for your Kingdom Hearts characters. Like you know, you go to many worlds and like Shonen Jump and everything. That would work.
Like, it does sound out there, but I mean, Disney and Kingdom Hearts stuff has proven, like, Disney can cross over with other anime aesthetics pretty well, so it's like, oh,
Well,
like, it's not as out there as it could be.
anime, and I mean, Mickey got money like that.
Did somebody say Sword of Darkness?
Oh man, I remember
I
used
had to let that
die.
out. I'm sorry, I had to.
Man, that was fun. That's funny.
So,
The comments for that.
So the next honorable mention I'm gonna have is actually Naruto related as well. Itachi and Kisame in Soul Calibur.
Yo.
I don't know how to feel about that, to be honest.
Itachi, I
can't-
don't think I would be as into, because I feel like he would have to go more over the top for Soul Calibur.
I feel like
Kisame, though, you're
Well,
on to something.
Kisame like makes sense automatically because he actually is a swordsman. But
Itachi,
I'm
I
down
think
for
would be more
Itachi
into
anything, to
Guilty
be
Gear.
honest.
Oh yeah,
I think
Itachi's the
would
best
definitely
part.
be. He'd probably be more Blaze Blue than Guilty Gear, but
Itachi?
But I think Itachi, Itachi does have some, really crazy. Even though his personality is he's stone cold serious. I think his, all the superpowers. Man, I'm being so casual right now. Superpowers and all that crazy things he has. His powers are really crazy, even though his personality is calm. And there are some Soul Calibers that are like that.
Well, with that in mind, I have an alternative solution for Itachi because the way Itachi's power works and how wacky it is, I would want to say Itachi the new Melty.
okay, I can
Itachi
see
is
him in Melty
melty.
Blood. Yeah, I can see him in Melty Blood.
I mean,
to
of
be
course
honest.
he'd work in Melty, because, like, they could do a lot with him. They could do a lot with any Naruto character gameplay-wise, just because of, like, their mobility, their jutsus. I guess it's the question of how thematically you're trying to fit them in. If you're not trying to do anything like that, then it wouldn't really matter. You could just put them in regardless.
Definitely.
I could see Kenshin in. I could see Kenshin in Soul Calibur. Rurouni Kenshin.
Oh, okay.
Himura
I'm
Kenshin.
trying to remember what you're talking about. But I mean, I should have figured an Itachi idea would be here regardless. But that would be cool. Actually,
These are
the
cool.
funny thing is, this has technically happened kind of because of Soul Calibur's freaking ridiculous character creation.
And
The
if you
best
play with
part.
me, if you put Soul Calibur with me, I created duplicates of Itachi and Kisame and put those two characters. So
Yeah, I figured as soon as this game came out, people went bananas on character
Oh man,
creation.
I created a really stupid because Bernadetta from Fire Emblem's Three Houses. I created her as Nightmare, so I gave her Nightmare's weapon. And just I thought it was really funny. Get the tiny shy girl Nightmare's weapon.
The giant cursed soul edge.
Yo. All right.
Gotcha.
Any other honorable mentions?
there's one more honorable mention I'm going to bring up, and that's going to be this is kind of predictable: the Tekken Cross Mortal Kombat with Tekken gameplay.
Ooh.
I think Mortal Kombat characters, like a couple of them, could probably work in Tekken pretty easily.
I mean, they already did 3D fighting. Remember the whole PS2 era of
Exactly.
Mortal Kombat?
Exactly.
That's why it would work in a future game. That's with.
I mean, it's right there, MKVDC.
Yeah. So then there were like four other games besides Mortal Kombat vs. DC. If you include Mortal Kombat 4, that was technically 3D fighting.
Right.
So, yeah, and I think that's why it would really work. And I believe that Tekken can. I think Tekken could probably have a mature rating. I mean, it is a pretty dark game at times. I think there was even a spin-off Tekken game, Death by Degrees, that was rated M for mature. So I figure if they can go to basically Mortal Kombat levels of violence, well, if they can have a game rated M for mature, they can probably match Mortal Kombat violence. Maybe tone it down a little bit, but I don't think they have to tone it down that much.
Yeah, some Tekken characters honestly would fit kind of well in an MK environment.
As a prime example.
Freaking
Yoshimitsu,
Ryan.
Oh yeah.
Mitsu, Kazuya Mishima. Yeah, definitely Kazuya. He would definitely work in a Mortal Kombat setting.
So, and yeah, these honorable mentions were not really done in particular order. That's usually how it works.
Oh
But,
yeah, I figured
yeah.
they were unordered.
that's pretty much. Let me just check my notes. I want to make sure nothing got left out. Yeah, that's pretty much everything. That's pretty much everything I have.
Okie dokes. Tim, you have any honorable mentionales?
I have 4.
Cool. I'm just pulling up my list on the side. Give me a second.
Alright.
Okay, go ahead.
So the first one I've got is these ones are kind of like more general for like why they're honorable mentions. And the first one is having a more newer Resident Evil character in an MVC game. Cause like MVCI, I was really thinking we were gonna get like Jack Baker, but we got Chris and Nemesis.
The same.
And it's
from
like I like
Disagree.
Nemesis, and I get it. Chris is popular still, but like, especially now that Village has been out and done pretty good and been pretty liked, if we got another MVC game and I don't want to just bring back Chris and whatever. I want to see a newer Resident Evil rep in it.
Yeah.
So I'd want to see.
Go ahead.
I'd want to see like Ethan or as one of the guys maybe, or maybe like one of the bad guys from 7 or Village. So I know Lady Dimitrescu is the easy answer, but I'd
Yeah,
still
the
like to see
moment-
Jack Baker.
The moment Village came out, I saw a good amount of Twitter saying, "Yo, Lady Dimitrescu for MVC4."
It would be pretty cool.
Should be a freaking boss character.
Yep. So like that it is a crossover game. It counts.
So
I want
should I say
newer
a
Resident
particular-
Evil rep in MVC.
Should I say a particular character or just any?
I would-
Just any in general. That's why it's an honorable mention. I couldn't pick a specific thing.
Yeah. Just say new RE rep in NBC.
Want some of the more modern REs to have representation in it. I think it would make for a much more. I think it would make an interesting character.
Yeah.
My next honorable mention is Jump Force was very disappointing, but the thing that bugged me the most: where are the rom-com characters? I want characters from
Where's,
Bokuben, and I want characters from Yuna and the Haunted Hot Springs in Jump Force.
Where's what's her name from Nisekoi?
Toge.
Toge.
Yeah,
that would've
King
worked too.
Toge.
Like we
She
got,
was an assistant
we got comedy
in Jump
characters
Force.
in
J-Stars,
J-Stars.
J-Stars, yeah.
Why didn't we get them in Jump Force?
Dude,
She was an
I-
assistant J-Stars.
They were
I
trying
was
to go
waiting
to the,
so
they were
bad
trying to
for
go for the
Madaka.
Marvel. They were trying to
Yeah, and it was
go
stupid.
Marvel.
They should have done joke characters. I want rom-com characters in Jump Force. Specifically, I want characters from Yuna and the Haunted Hot Springs, and I want characters from Bokuben.
Just put rom-com in Jump Force.
So I was gonna say, do you still want them for Jump Force itself or for a new game?
Well, if they make a newer, better game, I won't say no. But just in general, I wanted more of them.
Better implies that there was a level of goodness to the
Yeah, not-
original.
There was something decent in Jump Force underneath
Jump
the
Force
weird
had
models and the particle
potential.
effects.
Jump Force was essentially
I got to play
Sonic,
it.
Sonic,
Sonic
Forces.
yeah, basically
Yeah?
Sonic Forces. It had stuff there of merit.
It has cool ideas
But
that
terrible
aren't
execution.
executed well.
That's why I would only ever play Jump Force if the homie Allstate man hits me up for games, and I still don't even own Jump Force, so we'd have to figure that out.
Alright, next one.
This isn't
Next
just
honorable
fighting games, is
mention.
No, any games, like in general.
it? Dang.
My next honorable mention is I want Gallo and Leo from Promare in Kill la Kill If.
Oh.
Yeah, I can see that.
Hold on.
I want the Promare people in Kill la Kill If. We finally got a crazy Kill la Kill game that, even though it's mediocre,
Gallo
it
and...
oozes style. I want more trigger coolness in it, so put in the Promare people. It would have been sick. I think they would have looked very good. I think they would have played pretty fun. I think they would have fit in perfectly. And the
That's
game
like
is already
DLC.
shenanigans enough in story mode and stuff that they could easily come up with a story reason for it.
Is Leo... You said...
Yeah,
okay.
I want both of them. Yep, I want Promare people in games. They're really cool. That movie was really good.
I still haven't even seen the movie, but I heard nothing but praise for it.
It's mad hype. I have the Blu-ray. I'll throw it at you at some point.
Sick.
Yo, are you coming to the tournament this weekend?
If I can find a ride. Who wants to come to Exeter?
Wait, Sugar Bear, do you mean as in it better be PG-13 or more, or like not go past This isn't even anything.
PG-13 and up. No baby games allowed.
This
The way
isn't
I
even a-
expect.
This isn't even a waifu thing. We're talking about the crossovers or guest characters that.
It's right there in the top left where our Discord icons are.
Actually,
It's
I
like
just
when
realized
people ask-
Discord. Oh, they are covering.
Yeah.
it
Yo, you
slightly.
know what's
But hopefully,
I
you can
mean-
see it.
frustrating?
You can still see it. Like I'm saying, like for people in chat, if you want to see what we're talking about, right there, top left.
So this
really
is for
frustrating?
games in general, not just fighting games, but just whatever concepts people have thought up or desired at some point.
It's actually funny. Most of my honorable mentions are fighting games, and
Is
then
it-
most of my actual lists are
I
not.
had
Is
some
it
jokes.
okay?
I had some jokes for like real life people in fighting games. I had some jokes.
But wait,
That
I,
exists,
but-
though.
wait,
There was
wait,
like
For
an
that,
MTV
don't you
fighting
have
game.
legal
Right.
things? Like legal
I have a
issues?
joke right
Yeah,
now.
like there's
I have,
like
wait.
put a real person in there. I already got
So-
3 people
Okay, so-
lined up for it.
So wait, I have a joke right now for someone in chat. So you're saying it's covered by the Discord faces smartass. Wow, I could still make out top 5 video. Gray Fox, are you seriously saying our names are that distracting that you can't see the both
Change your
part of
name
it?
to be
Oh my
really
God.
long
Here,
so it covers the
hold
whole
on.
thing.
Wait, here. Shut up. Hold on. Bada bingo.
Yo, I need to clear up
wait,
something
there you go.
with the lists.
Wait, what, Nick?
I need to ask a question regarding the list.
What is the question?
Does it have to be adding to an existing game, or can this be a idea
It can be
for a
existing
crossover
game.
game
It can
to
be
exist?
a new game that you'd want to come into existence. All the above. So,
Yep,
Okay.
I DM'd him that question, that exact question.
Yeah.
that
So
has-
far, the examples that have come, even in honorable mentions, cover like a bit of everything.
Yo, I'm gonna get hyper indulgent with an idea for a game that I'd want to exist.
I
Yeah, I
tried
have a
not
goal.
to
Make-
go
make
too
your list,
crazy.
Chief.
I tried not to just be like,
I'm not
I want
making a list.
everything.
I'm just gonna spit out things.
I was this close to being like, I want Warhammer 40k and Smash because it's my 2 favorite things, but I was like, that's really stupid, and would never happen.
Yeah, I went with ideas that I believe personally could possibly happen.
I actually just remembered another honorable mention because of that PG-13 comment.
Oh well. Well,
And it's
Sugar Bear made
cursed.
me think and wonder. Actually, do I have any waifu-related things?
It's a
I
really
need to
cursed
think
thing.
more about my list. Oh gosh, is yours gonna be a freaking what's that Neko something?
It's not Nekopara.
It's not Necopar.
Okay, good.
Although,
Nope.
nah.
Yo,
Funnily
Neko
enough,
Pop
they
and
tried
Neko
to be
Pop.
worse. He made another new game, but it was Cat Boys.
Which is canon to the lore. They talked about Catboys before. They officially announced they existed, so I need to play it and get more
Sounds
lore.
like that'd probably be a fan game already if it isn't a real game.
It is a real
It is a real
They
game.
made it.
No,
They
like
made
they
it.
already made a Catboys one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they made
Oh.
the Catboy game finally.
Well,
They
there
like
you go.
the creator officially said Catboys do exist. We just never saw them, and then they made a Catboy game.
That is funny.
If it has no Germa cameo, I'm giving it a 0.
Also, let me see. Oh, hold on. I need to hit refresh on Nightbot. By the way, everyone that's watching, if you're subscribed or if you just want to put a song and see if someone puts it in for you, use the Nightbot commands. Get some bangers in here. And we'll,
You know what's
we'll keep it
frustrating?
going. Huh?
You know what's frustrating? When a
What?
teacher gives me an assignment, like, and it's hilarious because like literally okay, so it's a lab. The pre-lab for it is introducing us because it's the first assignment of the year. The pre-lab is here's how Office works. Here's how you download Office and Word and get to know how to use Word. And then the first actual assignment, because that's the pre-lab. The first actual lab, they give us a PDF.
Ah,
We can't open that in Word. We
Well,
can't open
That's
that.
great. That's amazing.
And the only app I know to edit PDFs in is an Adobe app. I
Oh.
can get into my mom's account and use it, but all these other students, I don't know what
They're
they're
sitting
doing.
there like, what?
They have to go buy an
Who's in
Adobe
your browser?
membership to.
Quality.
Teachers,
Ooh.
it's really fun when teachers just take like copy paste. Oh yeah, here's per protocol. All students should learn Word, and then the next assignment they ignore everything that was supposed to be universal.
Also,
Yeah,
we can keep the
frustrating.
tangents going, but let's also not stall the list. Do you have any other honorable
Yeah.
mentions, Tim?
2 more, because I just remembered the cursed one. I want a new Dengeki Bunko, and I want Eromanga Sensei characters in it.
hey,
Yo, Dengeki
Wait,
Bunko, get on
Arrow-
the waiting
wait,
line, man.
hold on,
Sorry.
What?
like Giddy?
Wait, Arrow Manga Sensei?
Yes.
EROMA.
Oh.
I probably
Oh,
shouldn't
man.
have just searched that.
Search
No,
my
yeah,
after being
don't-
told.
So the thing is, that was my number 5. My number 5 was Dengeki Bunko 2 with entirely new anime reps.
Let's go!
Dengeki Bunko 2,
Yo, guys, You guys are gonna have to get in line out here for that because we're getting Uni Rollback Edition before we get that after Melty. Just saying.
I mean,
Yeah, but
it's
I
still
don't
a wish.
care.
This is a list for wishes, so
I'm
You
gonna
don't
have
gotta-
that
you don't
Elf
gotta do
Yamada
the
assist,
rollback
and you
already.
can't stop me.
Uni is next up on priority.
so yeah. Then give me 2, and just for me, like he wants his for DLC. Put parentheses on mine. Entire new anime reps. Just put new anime reps.
Entire
Like,
new cast.
Any anime that was included in the last game, forget it. Just
Wait,
new
none of
anime
them?
reps.
Hold on
Nope,
there.
new
You
anime
don't want
reps.
any of them?
Man, throw Sword Art in the trash. Throw
New
Spicy
anime
Wolf out of here.
Dang, Chief.
Entirely new
Devil's a
anime reps.
part-timer, more like never heard of it.
Someone chose violence.
Like I like the cast. I like who they chose. I just want a fresh new thing.
You're asking a lot of French bread,
I was
just
gonna
saying.
say, you're asking a lot.
You're asking
It is,
the French
but
bread.
hey,
Like, do you
this
know
is a
who French
wish
bread
list.
is?
Hey, French bread isn't just living off of lunch money anymore. They're doing
Dude,
great right now.
French bread milked the same cast for 15 years of making Melty Bloods or some shit. They're not gonna they're not gonna remove all the old Dengeki characters. Just saying.
Yeah, they probably wouldn't do an entire cast from scratch,
Oh,
but they
again,
would go
I
with
know
who
this.
they know will be popular.
But he can still wish for it.
Yeah, I know this. I just don't wish for it. You're not
Yo, we
stopping
need
your
to do-
dreams.
Yo, French bread's like, yo, we need a new character for this game for Melty. We need some fresh characters.
Put-
all right.
put Sonic
So
in
what
there.
if we made this? What if we made the maid into a robot?
Oh
Yo,
my god.
that works. What
Well,
if we have
actually,
action
I heard
vehicles
that
with
apparently
robot
Mecha Hisu is made by another character, but I'm taking Donovan's advice. Actually, I lied. I low-key ignored his advice a little bit, and I read a tiny bit of the lore. I need to stop before I regret it.
No, you
spoil
don't.
yourself.
Yeah, no.
Yo.
Yeah, Type Moon lore is kind of confusing if you don't read.
Well,
the
no,
light
I've heard
novels.
the story is just freaking depressing. Which from
What?
reading a tiny
Ah,
bit
your
of
favorite.
Shiki's story,
What?
it's definitely depressing.
But
What?
Tsukihime's messed up.
Tsukihime? Nah,
But-
well, it depends on if you get the good or bad ending, or if you get like
Wait,
the
there's
non-true
bad
ending.
endings in a game like that?
Yes, there's a bad ending.
Well, yeah, it's a visual novel.
Then
So
how
you die-
good are the good endings? Is
Let's see.
anything
There's a
good
good
even
ending
happen?
where Arquay does not go to sleep permanently.
So
He stays asleep.
before you say anything,
Also,
please
yeah, to make
note
sure,
that spoilers. I
we should
wanna
make
go
sure
to
the remake's
Tsukihime.
coming out soon. Let's not spoil
Well, the
everything.
remake.
Hopefully.
The remake, I don't know how it's gonna go, but I'm telling you guys it from the original DN.
I
Well,
know.
the remake,
I
they
haven't
said
downloaded it.
that they're
I need
gonna-
to play it, so don't spoil it.
Yeah, the remake, they said
Oh,
they're
well,
gonna
I'm-
do it, but they're gonna like maybe tone things down a little bit. That's what I remember from the interview. But I think
Yo.
the core of the story is gonna stay the same, probably.
Well, I'm
yo,
hoping.
here's the Melty spoilers. In one ending, someone dies, and then another ending, maybe no one dies, and then another ending,
Maybe
another
no
person
one
dies.
This
There you
ending,
go.
everyone dies.
Everything's
No
all
one's
I
alive.
mean, there's some other things that go on in
What are the
in
crossover games?
Tsukihime.
Spoiler alert: somebody might be getting fucked in one of them.
Yeah.
a visual
that
novel,
is just
shocker.
a statement. Just hey, spoiler alert, someone might be getting
Might be getting some.
Here,
Um,
okay, I need someone to name a crossover game, and I need Tim to say his last honorable mention.
My last honorable mention, they talked about it, they teased it, they never did it. Those cowards put Skullgirls in BB Tag.
Oh,
Wait, they
frick.
teased that?
Yeah, the dev was like, I want everything. Like, they're like, who do you want to cross over? And he said everything, and he name dropped Skullgirls as one of the options of
Gosh,
things he wanted to add in
freaking
BB
dang it, we
Tag.
could have had.
And they never did
Skullgirls
it,
and
those
BB
cowards.
Dude, Big
I could
Ben
have had
and
a
BB
team
Tag.
with Kanji and Cerebella.
Tag. Oh, that would have been
Oh, I
Wait,
so
no
thought
good.
better,
that one of the
Kanji and
girls would've
Beowulf,
been
double
good.
chairs!
Kanji and Beowulf. I would
Chairs
have
playing around.
deleted my
Double
copy.
chairs!
Yo, guys, let's play a little game of musical chairs.
I would have been so happy.
Musical
They
chairs.
were-
You don't
man.
go round and round. You go high or low. Pick.
Dude, there would have been like some like active Switch setup that just got nicknamed the musical chairs setup.
It would have been so good.
Commentators would have had a field day with that. Gosh, dang it, man.
I would have loved to have a commentator really high just yell, "Yo, he's setting up the chairs!"
Musical chairs? Musical chairs? Let's go. Okay. All right.
The closing thing I'm gonna say before we go on to Draxxus for this list stuff is I will never for the life of me understand how people aren't abusing the potential of Double in crossovers. Because Double's moveset is just other characters' moves. Having Double in other games would be super hype.
Like, congrats, you have 10 characters from adding one
Imagine-
character.
What
Dude,
if you put Double in, like, Dragon Ball Fighters, and Double just has a bunch of Dragon Ball Fighters characters, normals, and specials?
Oh my gosh, he'd be so busted.
It would be the
Double-
coolest character!
Double and BB tag, but give her as one of her specials, Tiger's magnetism.
Yeah.
Don't give double magnetism.
No.
No.
Pull a bunch
Yeah.
of moves from other
No,
people's
no, no, no,
stuff!
no, no, no.
I want to see
No.
Double pull out a Persona!
Oh,
No, you guys are missing the big point. I want to see Double just pull out a blitz take move.
Double just turns into the tank and shoots real quick. Why not?
Like, you guys are missing the potential in this.
No, she
Exactly,
has
it would
she
be
has
so
the
cool.
she has the unblockable ground stomp as one of her moves.
See, this is where the good stuff is.
Oh my
Alright,
gosh.
I understand it's like a buttload of work, but Double as a character in any crossover is godly, because it's just, hey, let's play with your game. I'm gonna take a bunch of your characters' normals. It's super cool.
They
That
don't
game
even design
should
the
be a guy
moveset. They
like
just throw it
crossover
into a
character.
random generator and call it a day.
They're just like, what characters' moves do we want to take?
All right.
Alright, Draxxus, go ahead.
This one, a lot of people have wished for it, but the creator himself says, while it would be cool, I can't see him fighting women.
Oh, yeah?
Kiryu, Kazuma, and
Oh, yeah.
Tekken.
Who?
The guy from
Kiryu.
Yakuza.
I
from
forgot
Yakuza.
about that.
He can't. He doesn't hit women, so he would never be in a fighting game.
So people want him in Tekken, but sadly they can't put him in because
What
creator
fighting-
says they can't
I
see him
mean,
hitting
unless
women.
they pull a Sanji and they just straight up nerf him against female characters.
Well, the thing is, at least Sanjay's hearts will do damage. Like, he just says they will not hit women.
So he just can't do any attack. He just stands there. You can move.
What if he
So-
what if he tagged? Is there like a female character in a franchise that could viably have the same moveset as him? Because you could have him tag out whenever there's a woman.
I mean,
Does Goro
And then-
hit women?
and then this is where I put this as a separate option because this actually seems like a more viable Tekken option. I didn't want to put them in the same thing. Majima and Tekken.
Yeah, Goro.
Yeah,
Yo,
Goro,
can I
Majima.
bandwagon on a Tekken?
Wait,
So- Goro, Majima. He
The
has
other Yakuza character.
the other Yakuza character, who has no qualms about doing that because he's less.
You don't
oh, he's
want
the
modern.
new. I've seen memes of this guy.
Yeah,
Here's
this
you,
guy in
Chad.
Tekken. So, yeah, that's the one I wanted
Yeah,
there.
Gray Fox, it's on. In fact, put more in there if you want.
This
Speaking
is
of which, I think mods can use song requests, by the way. You can see it and find out. But anyway, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah,
Draxxus.
Shantae music.
So,
Very
I
Yakuza
haven't
music.
seen the trailer for it yet, and I will keep hoping for this. They don't take her out until I see the Typhoon trailer. I really hope they keep Ryogi Shiki in the new Melty. Like, I know, same friend, like the same people who made it, like all of that. But until I see that teaser trailer, I'm gonna keep hoping she actually stays in the game.
Also, hold on. So, when it comes to the Melty characters, I've realized the first name, last name, like mixeroonies that get pulled sometimes. So her first name is Shiki.
Yes, Cheeky.
Yeah.
And
first
all
name
the
is
other
Ryogi,
and
Shikis,
Yogi
other
is her
Shikis
last
are also
name.
Shiki.
So
Yes.
her
that's
name
the
is
first
Shiki Ryogi, but then Ryogi Shiki is the like entity within her.
Good grief.
Oh,
Okay, well, waifu Shiki for Lumina.
Yeah. Just as long as I just need to see her trailer, and then I'll be happy. Come on, release the trailer.
Press the trailer button.
Yeah, and then
Say Lumina.
this one is inspired by the artwork that was in the Skullgirls game, which was Philia in Uni. So, but in general, I want a Skullgirls character in Uni because the whole thing about
make Yuzu playable in Skullgirls, but that works too.
no,
I
no,
mean,
no.
yeah, she's there in the background. She just
Yeah.
hangs out.
The thing is, the Skullgirls character in Uni because the thing is in Uni you're an unbirth, but I feel like a Parasite character would definitely work in that like thing. Like
Parasite's definitely fit in that universe.
yeah. So that's just the big one.
Makes the
then-
Guile and Chun-Li dogs playable in Skullgirls.
This last one, I highly doubt it's ever gonna happen. I really doubt this is ever gonna happen, but I like the look of it, and I enjoyed the game, and I love the, like, just the general aesthetic. a Pokken, but it's a Pokken X Digimon. So Pokemon versus Digimon Pokken style.
Okay, that's a really good one.
Go Ronald. I
Wait,
just
say that
Machamp's still in it.
Yeah, Machamp will still be in it.
Wait,
Good.
what in Pokemon?
I mean,
Pokken X Digimon.
Oh, yo.
as long as I can punch things with Machamp, I'm happy.
Gonna punch
Machamp.
fucking Greymon with Machamp, yeah.
Yes, I'm gonna do 1,000 punches into Greymon's big
Go
nose.
Ronald.
Yeah.
And
Oh, I was just gonna say, I just realized with them saying that all about Yuzu and them, Yuzu could theoretically be a character in the Schoolgirl season pass. That could theoretically actually be one of the characters in
Bro,
the season
don't give
pass.
me hope.
but-
Don't give me
yeah,
hope.
and that is my honorable mentions.
Alright. Frick, now I'm just thinking about Yuzu and freaking Skullgirls. Gosh, dang it.
Hold on, you guys are gonna have to give me a sec. I'm pretty much busy rearranging my room a little bit.
Oh, can I
Alright.
bandwagon on that Tekken though? I'm gonna
Okay,
add
I'm
one
good.
of my first. And my
Alright,
list
I
is
got
ordered.
my.
Wait,
First-
so MCM, are you gonna do yours or are we going to Nick first?
Yeah, I'm gonna do my honorable mention anyways. I just got done with it.
Okay.
Okay, so one of them, well, okay, so if this game has succeeded, so you know Mighty Gunvolt, right?
Yes.
I was
Yeah.
wondering if I wanted Beck and Gunvolt to be in either Mega Man Battle Network or Star Force, or Mega Man Star Force for in the future's Mega Man Star Force game if they ever make one.
Yeah, I was about to say, hold up, you need to wait for that series to have any signs of life again before that happens.
Well, just having them, just think of them in the Mega Man game in general. Just see them in the Mega Man game, and someone from Blaster Master Zero, because honestly, all those games are sick, and I would love to see them in a Mega Man game.
Well, on the topic of those games though, you know, the more realistic option here as an alternative would be a Gunvolt character in One Step from Eden.
I never played One Step from Eden.
If you like
Never
Mega
heard of
Man
it.
Battle Network, what are you doing? Play One Step from Eden, oh my god.
I
I
knew this was
mean,
coming
I've been-
and he's not wrong.
Oh my
I-
god.
I never
One
played
Step is a
from
really
Eden.
good game.
What else? Dang. I already had,
Speaking of One
I
Step,
already had Neptunia and Sinron Kagura crossover today, so.
so
Well, I found out last week, so.
congrats.
I mean, it only
That
makes
was
sense.
one. That was one on my bucket list. Yu-Gi-Oh! and Danganronpa.
And,
Yo, wait a
what?
minute, what? Whoa,
Excuse
hold
me?
up.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Danganronpa.
You know,
Like
I kind of get
Season
it.
0,
There's a
like,
connection.
Season
Yu-Gi-Oh! Wait, Yu-Gi-Oh! In the Danganronpa universe, or Danganronpa characters playing Yu-Gi-Oh?
yeah, I
So,
want you to clarify. a
Yo,
little
was
bit.
it-
Yeah.
duelist.
Yes,
Yes.
I want both. Give
my
me
God.
both.
Yugi
Out
killed
there.
him.
That's just so.
It's one of two ways. It's either Yugi's the murderer, or Juko summons Blue Eyes.
So it's literally just Yu-Gi-Oh, but instead of people getting sent to the Shadow Realm, they just brutally die.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
sounds
what
about
the
right.
thing is.
Well,
Chucky's
Yu-Gi-Oh
still the
did.
ultimate
No, the
gamer.
thing is, the Shadow Realm is death. The Shadow Realm does not exist in like the actual like sub for Yu-Gi-Oh. The Shadow Realm was made up by 4Kids to disguise death. You don't die. You get sent to the Shadow Realm.
Well, play off that. The Shadow Realm is where the murder game happens.
It's the
It's
that's
all just-
why it's called that's why it's called the Shadow Game or Yamino Game.
Oh
It's
my god.
basically the consequences for it. The one who cheats for the Shadow Game had a fate worse than death, or device, or something of death.
Bro, the last thing I need is fan art of Junko with a freaking dual disc.
All right, who used the
It's
Millennium?
out there.
All right, who used the Millennium Puzzle on Chiaki? Fess up.
Oh, jeez.
I'm trying to mess with B-Boy's head.
All
Alright,
right,
think of that.
Never mind. I'm not
B-Boy
even gonna question
Sonic?
it.
B-Boy Sonic in Danganronpa.
Don't. If you put me in
That's a
Danganronpa, I'm
joke.
dying immediately. What's your next? What's your next honorable mention?
That was what my joke was. Let's see. Nah, I can't do that to you. I can't do that to people. I've already messed with them. enough.
No, the problem is that just from the nature of
Ooh.
Yu-Gi-Oh and Danganronpa, that's not even something that's like too far-fetched. It's just something I wouldn't want to happen.
Let's see. Nah, that one works.
Hey, who hit you with the Millennium Rod?
Yeah, we got Joey out here battling
Joey
freaking.
Wheeler.
Oh my god.
Joey Wheeler.
All I have in my head is Joey Wheeler saying, "Who killed who with what?" It's like a weird version of Clue.
Hey,
Oh my
Kaiba.
gosh. Kaiba.
Kaiba would be the
No.
degenerate character that everyone hates and thinks is the murderer, but never ends up being the murderer.
Kaiba is just Byakuya.
Oh my god, he is.
Like, it's literally that. We're done. We don't have to elaborate. It's already there.
I could definitely see people in
Oh no.
Like, we already have him in the series.
I'm sorry, MCM. What's your next one?
Oh shoot. Dang, this got me all. Spectrobes and Pokemon.
Hey.
Spectrobe.
Cross Pokemon. Like a Pokemon series. Actually, yeah, either that or Spectrobes and Fossil Fighters.
Oh my
I
god.
could see
Fossil
Spectro
Fighters.
Fossil Fighters. I could
Oh my
definitely see
I could
Spectro
definitely
Fossil
see
Fighters.
that's gonna be one of my
Fossil
honorable
Fighters on
mentions.
Switch when?
I would
Fossil
love
Fighters
that.
Anywhere one.
Like, I would love to take my Switch and be like, imagine this statement. Hey, Snack, your T-Rex versus my Triceratops. Let's go. It's back to 5th grade all over again.
Dude, I never even had anyone to play that game against as a kid. It was a sad time playing that game, but it was still lit.
Yo, man, I have a
Spectrobes are
T-Rex, a
good.
pterodactyl, and a brachiosaurus. What's up?
And I'm seeing that I'm trying to go for paleontology as one of my degrees. That's why I was like Fossil Fight. That's why I like Spectrobes and Fossil Fighters. I love at least
Write
the
your
first
master's
game.
thesis on
Ah.
Fossil Fighters.
The legal.
Hey,
Don't
my
worry.
master's thesis is in Fossil Fighters. I wish.
Dude, a
worry.
thesis about the
I'm just
moral,
gonna put some. Yeah, go ahead.
the morality behind making a Fossil Fighters League if we were to.
The morality
Somehow
behind bringing back
make
dinosaurs purely
dinosaurs
for
real.
entertainment and combat.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. I just thought of it. Like, if we had Fossil Fighters, a potential crossover DLC would be uncovering fossil Pokemon.
Hey, there you go.
That actually would be pretty realistic,
Yeah, you're
actually.
making this sound like a really plausible.
That would
crossover.
actually happen, because I mean, it's still Nintendo
It's
exclusive.
a Nintendo exclusive IP. You can make your DLC just like, oh, your DLC. You can dig up Aerodactyl, Kabutops, whatever.
That actually would be like probably one of the most realistic things on this whole list, given the whole series come back to life.
Yeah,
first.
given it
And
lives.
Spectrobes. And Spectrobes, it would probably be a lot harder for it to cross over with Pokemon. But I just love I love the series. I love playing Origins too. Or like I could see Jenna and Rowlet in a Pokemon universe with those Spectrobes.
I just thought of something really weird because, like, the thing about Spectrums of Fossil Fighters, because remember, in Fossil Fighters 1, you actually do fight aliens, and with the type of monsters in Spectrobes, that would fit.
Okay, yeah. I only like the first Fossil Fighters. The second and the third one were kind of They weren't my favorites. I like the first one better. So
Take your hips
I
to
have a-
Call of Thunder.
I think that's it for honorable mentions because I think all my other ones. Ooh. I think all the other ones are going to be up on the
They're
top.
on the list.
Yeah, they're on the list. Well, I mean, those three were also on the list, but they're like top 8, so you guys are doing top 5.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Right.
Nick, you got your honorable mentions in?
I haven't ordered anything.
Well, I mean, your honorable mentions don't have to be ordered, but have you ordered your actual list?
Well, I mean, there isn't a division between what is on the list and what's honorable mentions is the problem.
Oh gosh, dang it. We'll give
Ray,
you
we
time.
picked 2 things.
Well, yeah. What's your total list at right now?
Maybe.
Maybe he's not a
What?
number.
I'm gonna go with things, man.
What? How many hypothetical
don't
things
know.
do you have on your mind?
Maybe
Why
four.
about a seat of his pants?
How many,
have- wait,
how many things
dude,
are in your list? Maybe.
I have assignments to do.
So do I, and I still made a list.
I'm doing assignments right now. I kind of have a list.
We'll come back to you towards the
I was
end,
gonna
alright?
make the list last night, but you see, as soon as I got home from work, I slept, and then I slept, and then I slept, and I woke up for work the next day. So yeah, nothing got done last night.
Sick
Alright, well-
nasty. Well, okay. We'll come back to you, and I don't have any
Yeah,
honorable
Ronald, you
mentions.
do yours. Oh,
Well,
okay.
I mean, I might end up thinking of some self-indulgent ones at some point. Actually, wait, there was something. Where's my phone?
My honorable mention is PDF files being openable in Microsoft Word.
It's a pretty whack crossover, bro.
That's
I mean,
that,
hey, we have
Microsoft
that's-
X Adobe.
you
a
could do.
matchmaking
Here's the thing:
hell.
we could get that because we have the Switch calculator now.
Oh wait.
Pay $10
Pay $10 for us
from the
calculator.
great
on your
developers of
Switch.
Piano.
okay.
The greatest crossover, Nintendo X calculators.
Man, I have to go ahead and look for a lot of Bionicles just to go ahead and make some emotes.
Yeah, I don't think I have any honorable mentions. Maybe some will come up eventually. So, David, you can go ahead and start your list.
I got so as I said in the message, I have to get up really early tomorrow. So I think if it's okay with you, I'm probably just going to mention the 5, and then I'm going to
Yeah, I
be
was gonna
taking
say
off.
you can go ahead and do your list all in one go if you want.
Yeah, go for it.
Thank you.
Yeah, go for it.
Appreciate it.
Your schedule is your schedule. You need to be on that.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, so the first one I'm going to list, number 5 is going to be where was it? So it's basically Red Dead Redemption versus Grand Theft Auto, and what I mean by that is since they are pretty much in the same universe, I think it would be really interesting to have a game where it starts out basically in Red Dead Redemption time, like the Wild West time, and then maybe somehow transitions to like an era between there, like maybe the 1920s, 30s, 50s, something like that, and then goes to the modern era. And I just think it would be a really good crossover.
Like
because,
actual, like time progression.
yeah, time progression. And
Basically,
I would
Assassin's
say,
Creed,
Like
but
you finish
in
the
one
Western
game.
timeline, you die, you reincarnate to the 20s timeline, you die, you reincarnate to a modern timeline, like a modern
pretty
timeline.
much.
Yeah, it sounds like
Yeah.
Assassin's
Yes.
Creed, but all in one game. That actually be
Yeah,
kind of cool.
that's
It would be really cool.
Yeah.
You could have certain things you do in each time affect the later ones too. It would make for a compelling story.
Pull off a Western heist, pull off a 1920s heist, and then pull off a modern heist.
Yeah. And yeah, that was my thought. And maybe even maybe even take it a step further. And this might be just kind of bonus content, but maybe give like a near future or a futuristic, era too. I think that would be kind of interesting. And since and I think technically, since Red Dead Redemption and Grand Theft Auto are two different franchises, I do technically, even though in your universe, I technically consider this. I consider this technically a crossover, so that's how I made it to the list.
Actually, I have an idea. For some reason, I just thought of it. Like for your game specifically of Red Dead and GTA, it's almost like just like Red Dead X Mafia X GTA.
Yeah, that would be cool too. Because in fact, in Red Dead 2, do you remember the Red Dead 2? It did kind of have something like that. Remember they had a mafia section of the game where you
Yeah.
maybe remember that? I thought that was pretty cool to have basically the Wild West versus mafia. So I completely agree that something like that could definitely be possible.
It's a neat idea for sure.
So any other questions or comments regarding this?
Just pretty cool idea.
Thank you. So then the next one on the list is going to be a fighting game, and that's going to be L. There are two characters I would like in a future Tekken game, or maybe even Tekken Season 5 Tekken 7 Season 5 if it happens. We're not sure if it's going to happen yet or not. So do any of you remember L from Death Note?
Yeah.
Oh, I was wondering, like, you mean Death Note L?
Yeah, Death Note L. Yeah, I think you would really fit into Tekken very well.
Tekken.
And remember that fight he got into with Light Yagami in Death Note? You remember that anime? He did get into a fight, which shows that he actually is, in fact, a martial artist. So
I was gonna
That's
say,
my
he can
opinion.
canonically fight, right?
yes, he can. He's really the kind of person you don't want to piss off because he's the kind of person who's very fragile, who looks very fragile, but is actually a very strong person. So you don't want to piss L off.
More
But anyways, I'm sorry, what?
One of those kind of pro tags. I got you.
Yeah. So yeah, you know, if you want to look up the video, you can see the fight he gets into. It's not that long, but it does confirm that he's you know, an actual martial artist. What's interesting is in that brief fight, he even gets into like several different fighting stances, which kind of shows he knows a variety of martial arts. So I think that could easily transition. I can't say that right. Transition into Tekken.
Be like Xiao Yu and have multiple or
I won't say like Xiao Yu. I wouldn't say that. I would say you see that's why I think he would really fit into Tekken, because he's not really like any other character. He really has his own. He's the kind of character who can really have his own fighting style.
yeah.
I would say if there was a character, a Tekken character, I'd probably say he's the closest to. I actually have to think about it.
It'd actually be I keep forgetting his name.
Wei Wulong.
Fist Cop guy.
Wei Wulong. I
Yeah.
would say yeah, probably
It's gonna
something
be
in
very weird seeing LKBD.
I think it could work.
Yo.
You know, the way he puts his hand in his pockets and does the KBD and all that, that would be kind of interesting.
It'd be so.
Match his character from Death
Fastest he's
Note.
ever moved in his life doing a KBD.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I would say it'd probably be something between Xiao Yu and Lei Wulong. That's probably what his that's probably what those stances would be. But I still think he could be a really original, creative, original character gameplay
We've
wise.
seen from Tekken 7 that like even with the most surprising of characters, they're able to make them all like really unique.
Yeah. And the second character, I know I've mentioned this character a lot. I've talked about Watch Dogs a lot. The second character I hope will make it into Tekken is Aiden Pierce from Watch Dogs.
Actually,
Yeah, he's
Adam or Aiden. That's
Aiden.
Okay.
Yeah, Aiden. Aiden Pierce. Yeah, he's a really in my opinion, he's a really good character in Watch Dogs. Definitely a lot like the Punisher in Watch Dogs. And he is really good, and in both Watch Dogs games he's been in, he's really great at hand-to-hand combat.
Okay.
He literally would have been a perfect guest character for Tekken 4. If they remake Tekken 4, which probably never happened.
Wait, was that your number
no,
3 or was that like a general comment?
That was L and Aiden shared the same slot.
Oh, okay.
Aiden and L.
So then what's your number 3?
Yeah, and I remember that music video. That music video, you know, that "Help Is on the Way" music video. That was Aiden Pierce in there too. So.
Oh.
Yeah, he's basically a vigilante, basically the Punisher. That's the best way to describe it to someone who knows nothing about him. And I, as I said, I think he would really fit into Tekken. So he and L, they share the same slot. Any questions or comments about either of the two characters or the crossover in general? All right, moving on then. So let me take a quick look at my notes. I'll make sure this is in the right order. So the number 3 is going to be
Alright, I'm back.
So this is probably going to be this is probably probably going to sound a little bit crazy to some people. I was going to say Lord of the Rings versus Elder Scrolls, basically Elder Scrolls gameplay, but set in the Lord of the Rings universe, because the vibe of both of those games is very similar. So I think it would really work.
I think that would work out pretty well.
Yeah,
Interesting.
the settings are very similar, so it could work definitely.
So any other questions or comments before I move on to number 2?
No, that actually makes a lot of sense.
All right. So this number 2 is probably this is probably going to be the this is probably going to be another really crazy one. But do you remember? I remember that way back, almost a year ago in the top childhood games. Remember, I mentioned Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy set in ancient Egypt.
Right.
Do any of you remember that game? It's an old game, but it was actually
I do
pretty
not,
good.
sadly.
So I was just going to say that could cross over with God of War, because God of War God of War has been set in Greek mythology, right? Greek mythology.
Greek and right now Norse.
Norse mythology, yeah, Norwegian mythology.
Egyptian mythology is pretty interesting.
Yes, I just think since Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy is based off of Egyptian mythology, I think it would be a really cool crossover if Kratos basically moved into the Egyptian mythology era and then basically crossed over with Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy, all the characters, and I just think it would be a really cool idea.
I would like the
think
idea of
there was
seeing
supposed
Kratos
to be-
square up with a Sphinx.
I think there was like some rumor that it was supposed that they were gonna do one where he goes to Egypt.
Yeah. Well, right now they need to still work on Ragnarok.
Yeah, that's true, and I think I'm not going to spoil anything. I unfortunately I ended up getting a spoiler in God of War, but I can definitely I'll just say that the sequel does definitely look hype. The second Norse mythology game. So they're probably going to do a trilogy out of the Norse mythology, maybe even more games than that before they decide to move to another culture. It wants to be interesting though. Just I thought maybe if it was if they went to Japanese or Chinese mythology, that'd be kind of interesting
God
too.
of War X mythology or Kratos X mythology just sounds really cool.
Yeah. So
I thought of Cursed one. I was just very stupid going back to like Greek mythology, like Kratos X Percy Jackson.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It was a very cursed idea.
Yeah. Any other questions or comments before I move on to number one, which is probably this is probably one of the craziest and unpredictable.
All right,
to have.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right,
Bring
this is going to sound really crazy. So this is basically. Do any of you remember Dynasty Warriors Empire?
Yes, I
vaguely.
do.
And you know how it was very similar to the Galactic battles. What do they call? Oh man, I'm having a brain fart here. Do you remember in the original Battlefront games where they had some kind of Galactic Conquest or something like
Galactic
that?
Conquest.
Yeah.
That was very similar to that. Dynasty Warriors Empire is the way you conquer. I'm really hoping that there's going to be a Mortal Kombat game that has that exact kind of gameplay, where it's basically like
conquering the realms.
Yeah, conquering the realms, and you pick a faction,
Ooh.
and then when you play it, it actually goes to Shaolin Monk's gameplay, as a kind of an adventure game, and then you could actually get into a duel, and then it goes into traditional Mortal Kombat gameplay, 2D or 3D. I think either would work.
Yeah. To
And
make it
then
simpler on you, Ron, I'll just put Mortal Kombat Empires.
Mortal Kombat-
Yeah,
There we go. Okay.
yeah. And
I
and
like it.
And you can put parentheses based off of Dynasty Warriors Empires, and it'd be really interesting if you could do a fatality to kill someone off for good, and then you never see him again for the rest of the campaign. I just think that something like that could really work, and that's actually this is literally the first time mentioning that. I've always this thought has always been inside me, and I've always kept thinking of this, especially when I saw the Mortal Kombat 9 reboot. I'm like, man, they could create like a Dynasty Warriors Empires of this. I've been really thinking about this for a long time. I really hope this actually eventually comes to fruition. It doesn't have to be exactly like Empires. It could be maybe closer to Battlefront 2, Galactic Conquest. Yeah, I hope I'm saying that right. But yeah, that's that since it's like two different games, heading together. I technically consider that a crossover.
Like, if I remember correctly, like I'm thinking like what you could do is like how MKX had factions that you could be a part of and like be on a team.
Yes.
Like thinking of it like that, like you could join this faction and like take over like the worlds, like special forces, the Outworlders or whatever, stuff like that.
Exactly, and they could do much more than that. I mean, Mortal Kombat has so many realms. They have like Chaos Realm. They have Adania, Outworld, Special Forces, Lin Kuei, the Shaolin Monks. And there was, unfortunately, I'm having another brain fart. There was one other universe. You know where in the 3D area, Darius, Hotaru, what was that?
I know what you're talking about. I can't remember. It was like a very law and order kind of place. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Or Overwhelm, I think that's what it was called. And there's so many possibilities, and not to mention the fact there's so many. They could create new and original realms too. I mean, Mortal Kombat, just like Star Wars, has so many universes. You can do so much. There's so many ideas with it, which is why I'm kind of getting a little sidetracked. Which is why Mortal Kombat, the reboot trilogy. As much as I like it, I do kind of wish though that they would maybe in the future, especially now that the reboot trilogy is concluded. I really hope they come up with a lot more creative ideas because Mortal Kombat has so much potential for so much more creativity. And the reboot trilogy did kind of put that to a standstill. I appreciate the reboot trilogy. I thought it really it showed great stories, but I think it's time to move forward now and have something new and a lot more creative things happen now.
Yeah, it was Order Realm, yeah.
Yeah. So any other questions or comments? Because I'm going to be taking off very soon.
Nah,
I think that was a very creative list, obviously.
Oh, thank you. All right. So in that case, Ronald, again, thank you for inviting me to the stream, and thank you for bringing up my idea to the stream. So yeah. I appreciate your supporting these streams that discuss nostalgic games and creative ideas in video games and all that.
No problem, bro.
I was gonna say, like, I like a lot of your list because a lot of it is really interesting gameplay-wise.
Oh, thank you. And speaking of ideas, well, you said you had the idea for the for next week. What was that idea?
Yeah.
I think that was Tim.
Yeah,
That was Tim.
We got some.
Tim.
Me and
It was Tim, right?
me and,
Yeah, Tim, yes. I was just asking in general. I didn't have a
Bad guys in general,
specification.
I would say, yeah.
Okay, well,
me and Drax has got a lot of talk about for villains.
That gives you a lot of options. That's why I'm excited for it, because like that's a broad scope, and outside of like bosses where it could be about gameplay or could be about like specific things, villains
The
allows a
story.
lot more options.
Woo. Make a list of 10. I got some
Hard,
from
yeah,
Pokemon.
10,
Me and
sure.
Drax got some from Pokemon. Oh boy.
I'm down with
it.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm down with that.
okay, well, I'll create a list for that, and I hope I'll be able to show up next Thursday. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to, though. All right. I'll see y'all. Bye.
Later, bro.
Take care.
Thanks for being here. I can go one by one. Yep, I want to put some pressure on him to actually get some things done. My number 5 is one that a lot of people have asked for, and I will continue to ask for. Give us a Devil May Cry and Bayonetta crossover. That plays like
I hear
one
that
of the
a
two
lot.
games.
I hear that a lot.
They've had like, I think they've both appeared in like 1 or 2 spin-off things together, but
Yes.
there's never been a Bayonetta game with Dante in it or Devil May Cry with Bayo in it. The closest we have is if you get the Dante Mii outfit in Smash, you can play them against each other.
The real thing, though, is in the SMT Gotcha game, where they had a Bayonetta event separately and
Yep,
a
and
Devil
a
May
MC
Cry event
event.
separately.
Like,
So you
they've
can
been
have
so close several times, but we don't have a game that's just one of the games with the other one there, and it would fit so perfectly. Make it happen.
for my list, I was just gonna throw the rest of the 4 on there and then chill for a little bit and hang out somewhere else after. So- My number 4 is just a general thing. It's just a general type of game. A true Shonen Jump 2D or 3D fighter. We've had a lot of arena fighters done to death. We've seen the worst and we've seen the best. A true Shonen Jump 2D or 3D fighter game.
I think there was one. I think we had one for the DS, but that was a long time ago.
Well, there's that. There's Budokai 3. Remember, we showed this before.
Budokai
Bleach.
1.
Budokai is
Bleach.
not competitive.
I've seen Budokai 3 competitively.
1.
Well, yeah, it is,
Not
but it still has the
Tenkaichi
thing.
meanie, but it is
Yeah. So
still
there's
not
that.
the
Well,
most talented.
there's Clash of Ninja. There, Bleach had a remember PSP.
Dark
We've said this
Souls.
before. Bleach had a PSP like Tekken 3D fighter. It can be done. It's just remember I've shown you this before. Bleach, Keep the Soul 7 on PSP, which came out in Japan only. I've shown you that game before because it was on a list
If
before.
they make a Hita Soul 8, I'm hoping that they do one for the rest of all the rest of Bleach. They do a Hita
I mean,
Soul 8.
hey, it got it. Bleach now has a revival. Shonen Jump, just Shonen Jump in general. Like we've had our chances with J-Stars, we had our chance with Jump Force, and those are both arena games. I just want a Jump Force or J-Stars version of a 2D or 3D fighter.
Narcissus fighter, yeah. Shonen Jump fighters.
Yeah, that was that.
Press the Arxis button.
Well, that's why I said 2D or 3D. That's
Hopefully this is going fragile.
2S, huh? Arxis knows how to handle anime games.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the next one, my number 3, is because y'all remember Ninja Storm 2 had Lars, and now Smash has Kazuya.
Yeah.
Like just threw a Tekken character in there. Now I'm thinking, you know what? Let me do a little bit of a thing here. Strive, Jin with Devil Jin install.
Ah. Jin and Strife.
Jin and Strive.
Jin, are we talking about Kisaragi? That's his name?
Kazuma.
Kazi.
And he has a
Okay.
Devil Jin install.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Jin from Blaze Blue.
No,
My
no,
bad. Kazuma
no,
Jin?
that's why I followed up with the whole. No, because like the thing is for me is like even though because
Not
everyone else
weapon.
has like some kind of weapon or something like that. I was just thinking like,
Right.
well, the thing is they put a Tekken character in Naruto and then they put a Tekken character in Smash. I mean, I'm just gonna go out there and say Jin and Guilty Gear with a Devil Jin install. Yeah.
Straight up hands. Hey!
I
I
mean,
get to go ahead and I get to shoot people with lasers? Something I couldn't do with Kai? I'm up for it. I'm up
Yeah,
for it.
so there was that. So that was that one specific. I was like, ooh. And this one is a very similar idea to Dynasty Warriors X Soul Calibur. When he said X Soul Calibur with Dynasty Warriors, I was like, oh wait, is he thinking my idea? It's not. My idea that I wanted was Final Fantasy versus Soul Calibur. Put Final Fantasy
Okay.
characters on that 3D fighter environment.
Okay. Okay, I'm listening. Tekken. He should have been from Tekken.
Yep.
Noctis in Soul Calibur. I could definitely see Noctis.
Yeah,
in those.
a bunch of people really thought like Noctis seemed more suited for Soul Calibur because they were both games that were out at the time when Noctis was released.
Yeah.
So just
Well, no, it's not transforming, but he
He has
uses
multiple
access to several weapons.
He uses weapons from like many kings. So he's basically the 13th king, or I think it's the 13th or 14th king.
Yeah.
And he's using like. No, he's the 15th king. My bad.
Bring back Urgite.
So like, yeah, it's just the thing of like, because Final Fantasy, the main characters, a lot of them are very similar, just weapons in general to Soul Calibur characters. The Final Fantasy 1 had the Warrior Light. He's just a sword and shield dude. Final Fantasy 2, Firion, we don't talk much about him. He's just a jack of all trades for warriors. Final Fantasy 3, it's just the Onion Knight, short kid with a long sword. Yep. Final Fantasy 4,
I have a
guy with a javelin and a sword like that. All that, just really good weapon choices. And we've seen like the likes of Taki, who she has ninja magic, just puts some people in magic. I mean, The Witcher was in it. Geralt was in Soul Calibur. So I'm thinking, yeah, magic could fit in this too. For whatever reason, if they use magic. And now, my last one, which this game already exists, but I want a second version of it because it's really wacky. But it's a Muso game. Warriors All-Star 2. So, you know how Warriors Orgy is a crossover game between Samurai Warriors and Dynasty Warriors. Warriors All-Star is a Warriors game with a weird mix of characters. So, go to the Koei fandom one, the third one, and then go all the way down and click characters. See there, characters, click on characters. Now look at the list of these characters here. There's Dynasty Warriors, there's Tokaiden, Atelier, Opana, Samurai Warriors, or go Neo, Ninja Gaiden, yes, Dead or Alive characters, Deception, Rio, Knights of Azure. It was the weird bag of characters. Like think Dynasty Warriors, and there's like this anime girl there. So I'm like, there are plenty of Warriors games out there of this day and age. Just add them another really weird mixed bag of just a crossover Warriors game. Warriors All-Star 2. Look at that cover! Look how weird that cover! Look at the top left of that anime girl, and look at all these kind of real-looking people, and then there's the Kasumi from Dead or Alive, Ryu Hayabusa. Like, what?
So we're looking cast you got.
This is a Koei Tecmo Warriors game that just kind of flew under the radar, because you didn't really advertise it, just threw it out there. Because it had a lot of Koei Tecmo properties, so they're like, let's just put all of that in one. And it flew under the radar, and it's never been mentioned since. It released in 2017, and there's not much is said about it. So I just want that. I want another mix of just a huge pile of a Warriors game.
Quite the crossover that is.
Yeah, it's a weird one.
Learned something today.
5 years ago.
And I said I was gonna chill for a little bit before I head out, because I just want to get my list out there.
Right.
I have some time.
It's not bad.
Shoot, I've just had my list too, and I'm just like, I'm spaced out. Sorry. Let's see. No pressure. Let's go ahead and go with number 5 right now. Let's see. Number 5, Zoids Gundam. And
Zoids and Gundam, huh?
yeah, Zoids and Gundam. So Zoids were basically what Gundam was Gundam, but with animals. So imagine you driving. Imagine you fighting in space a shield liger, or like in some version of Earth, you're fighting a shield liger, you know, with a big with like the Z Gundam or the Gundam wings, you know. No, actually, yeah, do it better. Liga Zero versus the Gundam wing or something like that. I just want to see that in the actual. I've always wanted to see that, but it's never come to fruition. I put Bionicle in there as well, but
The way I imagine Zoid robots, for me, my head personally, I like the animal robots. I think it's either like some kind of Power Rangers robot or like Voltron kind of thing.
I mean,
that's why I at least imagine Zoids being the realm of it.
I mean, you can see that in both, but I was just like, I saw anime mechas, and I was like, okay, Zoids, I could definitely see that. You could definitely see something with like Power Rangers as well, but or the Japanese Spider-Man, where Spider-Man did have an actual Zoid of his own. Oh shoot! I forgot what I was gonna talk about, but no, there was one. There's number 4. I'm gonna put number 4 in just right now because if I do that, I'm gonna forget. Put Zacian or Zamazenta in Soul Calibur.
Huh.
Sword Doggo and Shield Doggo in Soul Calibur.
I mean,
Zacian, Zacian.
the Pokemon that are on the covers of Sword and Shield.
Yes, just go Zacian Zamazenta.
What's Sword Dog and Shield Dog?
That's Sword Dog, and that's Shield Doggo.
Yeah. I mean, they got weapons.
They got weapons. And their final attacks will be like Behemoth Blade. I don't know. They had some. Just imagine them in Soul Calibur.
Fair enough.
This preview literally just dropped. I put it in the Shenanigans chat.
What?
Yeah,
What?
her 53 minutes ago, her preview just dropped. Yeah.
Let me know when Alco's there, and then we can talk. I messed up. They probably won't.
Yep. Put them in Smash.
Sora? Ah, okay.
Perfect fit. He has enough moves to work on his own.
Yeah, I could see him in the format like that.
You're gonna take your Kingdom Hearts rhythm game on Switch and you're gonna like it. I'm kidding.
I mean, King of Fighters is basically the Smash Bros of SNK. At this point, I can see that happening as well. I cannot confirm. I can neither confirm nor deny.
You reminded me of like when they did the reveal trailers and I saw the silhouette for Dinosaur and I'm like, that's so there's no one else who matches that silhouette other than fucking King Dinosaur.
And then they posted it with King Dinosaurs almost immediately after because they realized, yeah, this isn't clever.
Dang it! Sorry, Gray Fox. Yeah, I had muted I forgot to mute myself on the stream. To sum it up, yeah, I'm gonna be that guy for this list. Sora needs to be in Smash. Yeah. Nick.
All right.
Wait, Nick, are you still there?
Hello?
Oh yeah.
I think
yeah,
he might be busy doing work.
Oh,
Or homework.
fiddlesticks.
Or he passed out.
Maybe.
We might have him give his list all in one go later on then.
Yeah.
Tim, what's your number 4?
My number 4 is the inevitable Mario Kart 9 that we get. At this point, needs to just become Nintendo Kart.
Yo.
Because we've already broached it enough, because we've got Link, we got Animal Crossing characters, we got Inklings. At this point, just turn it into Nintendo Kart. You throw in Kirby, you throw in Star Fox characters, give Samus a car, you give Captain Falcon a car, and he can drive again for the first time in 20 years.
Pokemon trainer in a car.
Like,
Go for it.
Just do it.
No, he just
At this point, we get it. Just put every Nintendo character in these cars, dang it.
If you're gonna put a Pokemon with a cart, you just get Go-Go. Get Go-Go.
Nah, they probably have like one of the Snapmobiles as a car.
No, what's gonna happen is you're gonna have Pokemon trainer, but Rotom takes control of the car.
Yeah,
Hey.
or a Rotom car, and then when you do like the jumps and like you do like the taunt, like Rotom comes out of the car and poses and then goes back in the car.
Shoot, you know what? I had an idea for a crossover with Rotom and Power Rangers, but that's not gonna. That was supposed to be an honorable mention. Damn.
So, yeah, at this point, if you're doing all these Nintendo characters in Mario Kart, keep it coming. Every one of them's been good. Just keep doing it. I want to put Kirby on the giant bone metal cart that Dry Bowser has.
Yeah, honestly, that makes sense. It's only a matter of time until they keep adding more and more guest characters to Mario Kart that half the cast is freaking guest characters.
Yeah, exactly. And that is the perfect timeline for it.
Hey, just like Smash, you bring back the Mii's.
Yeah, I did pretty well with the Mii's.
Yeah, the Mii's are good.
Yeah, just drive as
I did
yourself.
well with the Mii Sword Fighter was on Wii U, back in Wii U. So. Let's see.
Okay. Oh, and you already have a number 4.
Man, I'm just thinking, it'd be really funny to see Martha in a car.
Fire Emblem cart, let's go!
But I would pay so much money for any Fire Emblem Kart DLC.
That'd be so weird. Like either like Martha or like Lucina in a cart or something like that.
Just make Felicia playable. Give her like 20 costumes and 20 different carts. I'll pay for all of it.
It'd be the most recent Fire Emblem, so you'd probably see Byleth in a car.
Oh dang! People would pay so much money for Byleth stuff.
Oh crap! I had this idea in my head for the longest, way back when.
Now, honorable mention. My number.
This,
Let me see.
honestly, I wonder if I should put this on there. This is back when I was really into the MMO I was playing, so.
Oh,
way back
sorry.
then.
Howdy, Aiden. The chat's going faster than I thought. Well, okay. So, Gray
let me-
Fox,
let me
Kingdom Hearts
finish.
3 had a whole bunch of hype leading up to its release, and then the hype died down like once the game came out. It is what it is. But I was saying that like, it's one of those things where if they capitalize off of the hype in that time, you know how much easy money that would have been for like Sora to be announced for Smash like around that time. Everyone would have lost their freaking minds, bro. But it just wasn't capitalized on, and you can only do so much from there. Aiden, yeah, after this, I'm down for some Strive if you are. In fact, we might get through this way faster than I thought, actually. In fact, my number 4, I think I'll just, well, so the reason I say this is my number 4 is because you guys know how much I appreciate Blade Strangers and how much I feel like, honestly, I feel Blade Strangers is an underrated game, like straight up. And the main reason I say I'd want a Blade Strangers 2 is because I wouldn't want the core of Blade Strangers to be lost to time. Like, there's there's aspects of Blade Strangers that are in Grand Blue, but there's some things that are in Blade Strangers that like I wouldn't want to be stuck just in an old Blade Strangers. I want to be brought to a new game and like preserve that gameplay. So I mean, I don't know. This current Blade Strangers keeps getting surprise updates. It's so weird how they
I
handle.
still need to
Blade
actually
Strangers.
sit down and play it.
Like, give it a shot. I mean, I don't know how much it is now, but like, the
It goes on
first,
sale all the time.
the free DLC, the free DLC characters, like they came out of nowhere. They finally did a patch update to like add actual lobbies to the game, and I think they like try to address some bugs too. But now there's like a new bug in Blade Strangers. Basically, I don't know how much this current Blade Stranger is gonna keep getting supported, but I would want, if it's this current Blade Strangers or if it's a new one, I don't want the core of Blade Strangers to be lost. Moving into the modern era of fighting games, like Blade Strangers does a lot of things right in its design, and it's just unfortunate that only some of it really comes into Grand Blue. So
It's $20 on Steam.
Blade Strangers,
Yeah.
sick. I mean, it's hard for me to condone it, people getting it right now because it's still a delay-based game. With you can play on Parsec, but I think it needs to be more thoroughly tested. I think people don't know how to set up stuff right enough yet. Maybe I need to be the one to figure it all out. I don't know. Either way, I'd say get Blade Strangers and try and play with people locally. Blade Strangers is a cool freaking game. Oh yeah, I'm in the ballpark with Kingdom Hearts that I wasn't a long time fan, so I enjoyed the game for what it was. Like, it was fun. I was confused the entire time, but it was fun.
Fine.
But
And Blade Strangers is purchased.
oh wait, you bought it?
Well, I already had it for Switch, but I was like, I'll have it for PC so I could practice it on PC too.
Sick.
Why not?
Oh, that's true.
I mean, like, once local.
I like the game enough for
down
Switch.
to play it.
I like it enough for Switch, and I'm like, I can have it. It's a cheap fighting game that was fun. Why not spend the extra $20? You know?
Yeah, like Tim said, it's a fighter that does have. It honestly has an indie vibe more so because of its characters. Most of the time when you tell people about Blade Strangers, they don't know what it is right away until you mention Isaac and Shovel Knight.
Like, I was just hyped for it when I first saw it because I was like, yo, it's got quote and Curly Brace from Cave Story. Let's go.
Yeah, I didn't even know who they were until I played Blade Strangers, and then I found out, wow, these characters are freaking cool.
And then I looked at it and was like, wait, it's got the guy from 1001 Spikes, and he's got moves where spike traps come up and blocks fall and stuff. Yo, that's hype.
So there's
Yeah,
my
I can touch up with my Ollie.
lab it up. There's my monthly play Blade Strangers shill, I
Gunvolt
suppose.
Gunvolt's hype.
Gunvolt's still top 3 in the freaking game. Tim, what's your number 3?
As he dingly dang should be. I'm actually kind of glad you mentioned Blade Strangers, because for the back of my mind for most of this, I kept thinking, I want Shantae in something. And for the longest time, I was like, she's already kind of in Smash because of the Mii Fighter and Spirit and stuff. So I don't want to be like her in that. I don't really want her in Rivals, because I don't really like Rivals. And I was like, oh yeah, Blade Strangers exist, and she would fit in it perfectly.
Dude, Shantae and Blade Strangers would be freaking perfect.
I would be so good! Want it. Want it so bad. I think she would fit in it very well thematically. I think she'd look real good. I think she'd sound real good. I think she'd play real good. Be super good. I'd be very happy.
Pia versus Shantae matches sounds like a super Gray Frogs wet dream that I 100% support.
And Shantae gets in any game dibs on the Roddy Tops color.
Oh dang, yeah, different colors or even like costumes probably. Why
That
isn't
was one that's
Shantae
weird.
just fighting games in general?
Why isn't she in everything?
We have. Don't worry,
I'm
guys.
biased.
Don't worry, guys. We got the me costume, right?
The me costume came with a song at least. I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
Gosh dang it. I would be super down for that.
Would be mad good.
Good pick. What's your number 2? Or actually, well, MCM, are you back? Are you good?
I'm alive. Am I alive? That's subjective, my friend.
Oh my god. Do you have a number 3 ready?
This came back from way back when I was during college. I think 3 years ago. No, it was actually back in 2017, and I remember I always think about this a lot. But you guys don't know Elsword a whole lot like I do. But imagine some like the Elsword characters, like you know, the main character himself and his sister in Soul Calibur 1 or 2. So yeah, go to LWiki because I'm gonna help you out. Like go type in LWiki. Oh, there it is, right there, Elsword. So I'm gonna need you to click on. Need you to go down.
Is this a gacha game? This wiki looks very
No,
gacha.
this is a KR MMO. Go to Night Emperor, the guy on top. Go up. So you go down. So you know where the where the job classes are. So go click into the 4th guy. Go click on. I can't even.
I just realized, are you looking at the stream or are you looking at my Discord stream?
Why don't
I'm
you
looking
just
at the
like
Discord
get the
stream.
link yourself and send it to him so he can click on it through
Yeah,
Discord?
I'm gonna do that for you. I got you, man.
I see the
can't.
word night. I don't know what you want me to click.
I got you, fam. I got you,
Thank
fam.
you.
Say no more. See more. See more. I got you. I got you. Say no more. See more. Here.
Any
I'm gonna put you
character?
in-
Well,
I'm gonna
Grey
put
Fox,
you in
apparently
Shenanigans.
PSO2 has already had a bunch of crossovers, right?
Oh, I got
Yo,
number 2 for
Wagner
that.
and
Oh,
PSO2.
PSO2? Oh, say no more. See more.
Alright, he sent it. You can click on the link.
Wait,
Alright, I got you.
where'd you put? Oh,
Put it in
nice.
I put in
Shenanigans.
the
There we go.
Shenanigans. Alright, I'm gonna put you my top 3.
This looks like a million Arthur character.
Actually, should I give you the? I should
You
give
could
the-
you could literally insert this guy into the Grand Blue right now.
Okay, yeah, he can
I'm
also
getting
be in
that
Grand
vibe,
Blue.
honestly.
Okay, I'm gonna give you not his sister's canon path, but I'm gonna give you his. I'm gonna definitely put this one on there as well. All right, there you go. I guess I'll put it. I guess I'll put the sister. I guess I'll put the first path as well. Just for those who are curious.
Wait, I'm confused. So this is
Either-
Elsword.
Yeah.
Were you saying you want Elsword characters in something, or
In Snow Caliber or Grand Blue, basically. That's what I said.
I would say
Uh,
Grand Blue's it's a better fit for them.
I like them better in Soul Calibur because of their. I had the 3D models in my head, so I kind of know what they look like. Because it's a 3D game, well, it's a 2.5D game, and that's why I can like, oh, their 3D models are already in there. So I was like, okay, yeah, they'll definitely.
so
look
they
in
would
3D.
naturally fit into Grand Blue?
They can actually fit in both, honestly.
Yeah,
They
I
got
could see
to.
it being like a promo for the mobile game or anything.
And for Phantasy Star Online 2, I could see that with Xenogears. Xenogears and Phantasy Star.
I heard Fantasy
Online.
Star.
Oh, now he
Yeah.
came with the. Wait, you said Xenogear and Final.
The Xeno series, and PSO2, and the Fantasy Star series.
Yo, I like this man. Add that to my list too. I like this idea a lot. Yo,
Honestly,
man.
they both fit pretty well.
Well, I
Let's
have
be honest.
one of my friend that I got into PSO2 with me. Like the reason I was able to sell him on it was that I said it's basically Xenoblade Chronicles X PSO2 MMO.
There you go.
Wasn't there a Xenosaga crossover event where you can get some of the cosmetics from Xenosaga?
I don't believe so.
Yes, there was one. I think I saw it on.
In PSO2?
Yeah, I think it was on New Genesis.
Oh, that definitely hasn't been on New Genesis yet. Genesis hasn't had any crossovers yet.
There was definitely.
Yeah, there have been Cosmos stuff in PSO2, but not
Yeah,
Genesis,
I'm
obviously.
talking about like We need more. Like put.
No, I know
stuff
Xenogears
in-
was a good call. I'm just saying there was Saga stuff.
I know.
Are
I was
you
just saying like.
sure that there's Xenosaga stuff? Or
I'm pretty sure there was. I
Let
remember
me
seeing
see.
it. Yeah.
people
Yeah,
make
so
some
the-
really convincing cosplays with the cast parts.
Saga.
If you're talking about Cosmos
Yeah,
cosplays, yeah, those they can get pretty.
I'm pretty sure it's not
convincing.
just Cosmos Complex. Let me keep looking. Because I'm pretty sure I saw it during one of my just random logins. Let me find it. You guys continue while I go look for it to make sure. Because I'm pretty sure there
Oh.
was.
Wait,
I see
MCM,
it.
were you finishing your list?
Hold on. I gotta do my last one. I'm pretty certain. I gotta think that one. Because
Well,
it's like
Tim,
it's a debate. It's a debate. This one's a really rough one. I
Tim,
think
what's
actually
your
I should
number?
put my honorable. I think I should put my Yu-Gi-Oh! Cross Danganronpa as my number one. To
Wait.
be honest.
Oh my god,
Mulligan it to number 1.
it's a bit of a jump.
Move it to number one.
Wait, did you
This-
have an honorable mention to add?
I'll add that one later. Right now, you guys go ahead and
So
You
this
guys go ahead
is
and do
your
that
number one. All right.
Yes. just because of how crazy it would sound. Just because of how crazy it is.
Yeah.
Good grief. Tim, what's your number two?
So this one purely comes out of my desire for good Star Ocean content and
Oh,
something
man.
involving Star Ocean 3 again. But Star Ocean way back when had a gotcha game and it didn't last long, but it had a couple crossovers. One of them
Star
was
Ocean
Guilty Gear.
Animesis?
Wait, there's a
I want Star
Ocean.
Ocean characters in Guilty Gear.
Okay.
Whoa.
Whoa there, Chief.
Wait, there was a crossover before?
Yeah. The Star Ocean gotcha game had a crossover with Guilty Gear.
Yep, let me post you an image. So, in Shenanigans chat, this was Star Ocean Soul.
Oh, wow.
This was Star Ocean Elfelt.
And
The
I
art-
like how
the
the
art is
soul,
really good.
the soul bad guy wiki is the first thing that comes up when you search this.
Yep.
crossover.
yep.
I thought even
It
his
is
age
almost
was
entirely out of
180+.
my desire to get to play as Maria Trador in
I am
more
dizzy.
games, but that is a desire I will continue to hold on to. So I will ask for it because it's my list and I'm selfish.
Look at that image.
Yeah,
There
that
was
makes
Kai and
sense.
Dizzy in there as well.
Yo, this must have netted so much money.
Apparently not, because
Not enough
Gotcha
to
died
keep
a
it
couple
alive.
years ago.
Really? Oh wait,
Yeah,
this was in
I was a
Rev.
play-
This was in Rev 2 time, so I guess
I
not
was
as
an
much
active.
money.
I was an active player of Animesis.
Dang.
I
Oh,
remember
Guilty
you used
Gear
to
was
be like,
marketed
Tim,
by-
who did I pull? And if it wasn't until the end of time character, I didn't know.
Yeah, because Tim loves Star Ocean until the end of time, and I just kept asking him.
Just who's this character? Oh, they're not from that one. I don't know.
Oh hey, by the way, do you like my favorite Star Ocean character, Joker?
Yep, they had a Persona crossover.
Shock.
I can't believe it. My favorite
it?
character, Joker
Wait.
from AFK Arena.
What didn't have a Persona crossover
Wait,
one?
you said no.
Well, it did go a little bit further, because there was you, Narukami, and Persona 3 protagonist.
They got the full.
We
trio.
did more than just Joker.
Oh yes, all the Persona protagonists, obviously.
Yeah, all of them. There they are,
Woody-
all three of them.
Woody waking up from the dead.
But he's just like, what you said? We didn't get Furrer in here.
They did a crossover with the Final Fantasy gacha game, Braze Exvius.
That name sounds familiar.
Does that mean we're gonna get Ariana Grande in Star Ocean? And this is
What, are we
inevitably
talking about
going to
things
lead
that
to
Guilty Gear's
Ariana Grande
crossover with?
in Guilty Gear?
Are we
But-
talking? are
Well,
we just
there's
talking about
there's
things-
various Guilty Gear crossover things on this list so far.
I
But are we
cannot
just-
tell you how much I hate the statement of my favorite Fortnite/Final Fantasy character, Ariana Grande. I hate that. I hate it.
Right next to my other favorite Fortnite character, Rick.
But if we're talking about things that Guilty Gear's crossed over with, I mean, there was a Guilty Gear PSO2 crossover.
Yes.
Just cover his list in
I
PSO2.
might have wailed on.
Wait, put Metal Wolf and Drag. Wait, who's Metal Wolf?
If you want to be specific with my second one, you can also just say specifically Maria from Star Ocean 3.
Oh
I just
yeah,
now
and all that
realized.
guilty.
I will
gear
not.
stuff is worth-
I'll just be completely
Dummy.
unsubtle. I just want to play her in more games.
Yeah, all that Milia stuff from the Guilty Gear PSO2 collab. Yeah, once Strive came out, that stuff went up in price a lot.
Well, I bet.
Speaking of just the gotcha stuff in general, the Sword Art Online one that I had fucking died recently.
Freaking great boss.
So I can no longer say my favorite Sword Art Online character Joker because that game died.
Yikes. Tim, do you want to just give your number one then while you're at it?
Sure, I can do that. My number one ultimate pipe dream will never happen crossover that I will be ecstatic if it happens is I want Francis York Morgan from Deadly Premonition in Smash.
Actually, is that his full name? Wait,
Yep, Francis York Morgan.
Wait, in what?
From Deadly Premonition, I want him in Smash.
What do you basically play like freaking Frank West?
Kind of. He's an FBI agent who cracks jokes and talks about 80s movies and fights creepy monsters with various tools and guns. So, kind of. But I think he would be hilarious. He skateboards, he has a homemade flamethrower he found in some old house. He talks about things he sees in his morning coffee and he's very particular about it. He's a total goofball, and he's one of my favorite characters ever. And then, out of nowhere, Nintendo announced, hey, Deadly Premonition's coming to Switch, also Deadly Premonition 2 is exclusive to Switch. And it was like, what? Why? Why?
We're adding him to Smash.
And the small, stupid part of me that knows it'll never happen is hoping and praying. It will never happen. But if it does, I will be ecstatic.
Oh man, like I really felt like there's no way Sakurai can blow our minds any more than he already has, but he just keeps surprising us over and over and over.
The gift that keeps on giving. The gift that keeps on giving.
At this point, I almost half expect it to be something like Goku or Home Depot or some other joke answer that is now real.
Like the whole thing that he was saying, like no anime characters. Yeah, that was a lie. Here's Goku.
It could be anything.
That sounds
But
really
in my heart of hearts, Francis York Morgan. Call him York. It's what everyone
I should have
calls him.
figured that'd be your number one.
I'm gonna make you guys uncomfortable.
I mean, we already have Yu-Gi-Oh! Danganronpa up here, so I mean...
Yeah, I hope you mean with your list and not just randomly say
Well, I
something
just
out
mean
of
I'm just gonna randomly say something that bothers you.
I
Just
Why?
think about how likely it is that Goku probably comes to Fortnite within the next year.
No.
I would be hyped for that.
Dang. That's-
Goku and
Eh,
Fortnite.
Teaching
like,
and
I
shooting
could
people.
see it, but actually would it?
So, like, the thing I like about every
Would it
time
happen?
people worriedly say the thing about, like, oh, what if this character gets in Fortnite, is everyone's seen memes and jokes of models doing the Fortnite dance. Like, anyone takes a 3D model of Goku,
Yeah,
puts the
that's
skeleton on the
been done
Fortnite
to,
dance,
like,
it does
every
it.
character in existence by now.
But the thing is, when you see the official models do it, they don't clip the like their outfit works properly. Like the
Actually
models in
made to do
Fortnite
it
are high
properly.
quality, well made. So like
Oh,
when
we know
Master
they're
Chief
high.
got
we know
added,
their quality.
when
Look at
Kratos got
Chun.
added, like watching them do Fortnite dances in Fortnite is uncanny because of how high quality the motions and
How
models
well
are.
it's done.
They don't like clip into themselves and do all the weird stuff like the memes do. So anytime meme characters are brought up for Fortnite, I love it because it means we get to see like that kind of meme in high quality. We don't have to see a Gmod model or a weird skeleton that's clipping. We get to see Master Chief floss with his armor properly moving.
That
We get to
sounds
see
so
Kratos
good.
do a pop dance and his beard and clothes are all moving perfectly and not clipping into his legs.
Oh,
I love it. It fuels me.
It fuels me.
like I guess actually Dragon Ball is to that point where it probably could happen with Fortnite, right?
I mean,
Dragon Ball's been that point. What do you mean?
Well, because Dragon Ball is iconic, but I wouldn't say it's not. It's not until like semi-recently that it's become like completely mainstream. Dragon Ball
But let's
wasn't always like
Mexico.
a mainstream thing.
This is what I imagine. I posted in Shenanigans. This is what I imagine Goku with a gun looking like.
But like seriously, look how like the clothes move and
That's
look
the
how
best
he
part
moves.
is everybody gets
It
a
doesn't
gun if
clip.
they get into
It's
Fortnite.
so good, and it's uncanny because of it. I
so
love it.
Fluid to the point where it's.
It's not the
Haunting.
creepy weird meme versions where it's all low quality and he doesn't emote and he clips through himself. It's like legit, and I
Also,
love it.
I'm gonna save this picture.
What are you saving? Oh, that one?
I'm gonna save this.
It's pretty good.
There are many of them like it. Not as good as that one, but there's this one.
There are many like it, but this one is mine.
Also, I should probably finish my list.
There's this thing here.
I got an honorable mention, but I want to let B-Boy. I'll do mine before B-Boy does his. Just because that's last. It actually does fit.
Too many pictures.
It actually does fit. So I got an honorable mention,
Oh,
and this is
God.
coming from. I'm guessing. Well, I think we already got Final Fantasy and stuff. I'm thinking Pokemon. I think a crossover with Pokemon and Golden Sun.
Ooh. Aesthetically, it would be kind of cool.
Oh, God.
You boys dying. I'm sorry for being.
I need
Nah,
to-
all the gun edits that
I
Aaron
need to
keeps
put these
posting are
pictures
killing
on the
him.
stream, or else there's gonna be no context to why this is so funny.
For those of you at home, that one gun picture that Ronald saved, there are now like 8 of those.
Oh, Draxxus, stop! I can't even get them all.
That's like, okay, sorry. I just like, you.
This man had a folder of Dragon Ball gun edits and posted all of them.
They're so common. Like, again, like, when you got onto, like, the whole thing, like, Goku and Fortnite, I'm just like, dude, you have no idea how many Dragon Ball gun edits there are.
That's why it's such a good idea. If it actually happens, you'll get to see these in not weird edits. You'd get to see them in actual aesthetically fitting and stylistically matching like models. It's a great idea.
Ooh, jeez, these are great.
I really tickled you with these, huh, Ronald?
I didn't expect you to
You
flood
killed-
my Discord with
You
Dragon Ball
killed
gun edits.
You killed Ronald.
I think
Oh,
that Vegito one at the end is my favorite. I love how smug he is with it.
where do you think
What? I just.
I think he's. Dang.
I need to
You.
finish this freaking list.
Go ahead, do it. I stopped posting them, dude.
Because I scrolled up and I saw the rest of them. Oh, lordy.
Dang. You killed. Dang. B-Boy cracked. You made B-Boy crack.
Oh,
Dad.
MCM was. Wait, your honorable mention was. Pokemon.
It was
and
Pokemon and Golden Sun.
Alright, cool.
Alright, finish your list, man.
Ooh. Oh, jeez.
Man.
Okay, I'm not putting any more of those on stream. Ooh.
You killed. Ronald is out.
I'm
You
gonna
were-
look in my Discord in like 3 hours and I'm gonna forget those are there and I'm gonna lose my mind. Ooh, jeez. Well, that
Don't-
was nice.
Yeah,
where's
don't
my
worry. I won't
list?
post it. I won't post any more Dragon Ball ones.
Ooh.
No worries.
The reason why I said Pokemon Golden Sun, well, I mean, as I'm a huge fan of Golden Sun, and Pokemon's been there for me
I
since.
see what you're up to, Aaron.
What? I didn't post any Dragon Ball ones. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Alright, I will leave that though.
Wait, bro, what the
What? I didn't post any. That was the last one I'm gonna post. I told you I stopped.
Also, howdy, Luis. We've gotten quite off tangent. Ooh, jeez.
No, I was actually enjoying this. This is giving me perfect time to finish up coffee.
Wait, finish up your what?
I'm finishing up one of my Bionicles. I'm
Oh.
gonna try set pieces.
Okay, should I finish my list then?
Go ahead.
for
I'm
it.
already
Go ahead.
done. I'm already done.
Whew, okay. Jeez. Okay. Number.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Stop
and build.
it. Number 3. Let's just do this. Let's just get a BB tag too, cause kind of like with Blade Strangers, how Blade Strangers, I want a second one because I don't want the core gameplay that I highly praise to be lost to time. BB tag, I just wish they didn't give up on it. I don't even like the gameplay of, like, I mean, I don't like BB tag in terms of its gameplay. I just like how fan servicey of a game it is, just having all of these characters from like stuff you didn't expect, stuff that I
Official
really
Mugen.
like. Yeah, BB tag like was essentially becoming Mugen, and it was great. I wish they followed through with it. Like they kept hinting and they showed so much like potential stuff to be added. We didn't get any other Senran Kagura characters. We didn't get the rest of the Ruby characters. And I wish they could have followed through on that. It would have been cool to see all of those.
Like as cool as it was at the time,
Skullgirls in it.
like as cool as it was at the time, specifically for the Ruby characters, like, oh yeah, we're getting more Ruby characters. Instead of Team Juniper, we got Neo.
Neo,
We almost
everyone's
didn't get all of Team
favorite.
Ruby.
We almost didn't get all of Team Ruby, yeah. By the way, yeah,
We'll
like,
have to
I agree
pay up
with you.
for
They
half
never
of
added
Team
Neo to
Ruby.
the game.
Just really wish they did more with BB Tag.
They never actually added Neo to the game, man. What do you mean?
You know what? Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking about.
They added Blitz Tank, that's all that matters.
Like,
That patch only added Blitz, Tank, Adachi, and Yumi.
well,
In
they
terms of
added
who everyone
Neo,
played,
they added
yeah.
enough for people to simp over Neo, and I still don't understand why she's one of the top most popular Ruby characters.
You
You
can't.
wanna
She
know?
doesn't
Because I can
talk.
tell you
Wait, hold
why.
on. You wanna know why? Because she doesn't talk. Exactly.
Well, no, that's
Literally
why it
it.
was smart.
You can't have bad dialogue if you don't talk.
That's actually a really good point.
That's literally it.
And it's
Neo
honestly,
is cool because she doesn't say anything, so she never ruins herself.
that's why it was so smart for them to pick her though for BB Tag, because she's literally half the work.
Yep,
All they
you don't gotta
recorded was
record a
just-
VA.
Yeah, it's recorded grunt noises and a laugh for her. That's all they recorded for her.
And you could just snip those from something. You don't even need to call in the VA to record new ones.
It's freaking.
Okay,
Gosh
done.
dang it! But I at least would have wanted more Senran, and they honestly they surprised me with who they added for Uni. It was cool. Actually, literally the best part of BB Tag was getting Uni dub voices. Holy
Yep.
frick!
So,
I
And
one
they
love
were
it.
good dub voices.
I loved it. I loved all of it. You got to hear Orie and Yuzu dubbed. Mika is freaking Morgana.
So one of
I
our
love it.
friends, he would buy BB Tag, and he only has one condition because the character's not in it. He says this phrase for P4: "No Ken, no buy."
No kidding.
No matter what Persona spinoff it is. If it doesn't have Ken, they ain't touching it.
Well, that's the thing with BB Tag. You could tell when they started because, like, everything they did for Ruby was pre-time skip. Everything they did for P4A was like the P4A cast. Yeah. So like, if they had stuck with it, they could have did like a lot more with like the later content from each of the series.
And even
They did.
then, just add more series, like you said, like Skullgirls and all that. But you know,
Freaking Parasol versus Mitsuru could have been a real thing.
It would have been so good!
Parasol
like-
and that Mitsuru on a team could have been a real thing.
like
Oh,
Tim
would've been
said,
great.
just yo, bro, I'm gonna mix you up with chairs.
freaking
Cheers,
gosh
baby.
dang it. So like, I don't know
Let's
if
make
it would
you
ever
big,
happen
man.
because I'm pretty sure everyone just wants BBCF to be re-released with rollback. But if we ever got a BB Tag 2, again, I wouldn't even try to get good at it. I just appreciate its existence.
That's kind of where I am with the first one. It's just like, I don't really like playing it, but
It's
I
just
liked how much
cool.
they were crossing over. and then they stopped.
Yeah, like, I mean, I was trying to, like, understand the game a little bit, but the most that I enjoyed from it was hearing all the uni characters in dub and seeing Yumi get added. It was sick. So, maybe it'll be a freaking mod sometime. I don't know. And like I said,
Hit Escape from Crossing Fade is still the best round opener ever.
oh, and that spawned so many round start memes too.
Oh yeah, you ain't from Michigan if you haven't done this before.
I remember
There we go.
the first edit I remember seeing of that was from the Simpsons Family Guy crossover right before they fight. It has Can't Escape from Crossing Fade.
There was so much memeage that came from BB Tag. Also, howdy, Matt. Yeah, Matt was traumatized trying out BB Tag, but
It is a traumatizing game.
it really is. But I have respect solely in its fan service and somehow becoming Mugen.
That's what it should have aimed for.
That's why I'm still down to play it with people. And with my
I'll
number
play with
two,
you at some point.
it's as literal as it sounds. I literally want what they tried to do with Jump Force and just make it a 2D Arxis game. It can be a tag team fighter, it can be a solo fighter like the DFO one is supposed to be. I don't care. Like, I'm very literal when I say just have Arxis make a Shonen Jump fighting game exactly how they do Strive or Dragon Ball. If they just did the Dragon Ball treatment, that'd be so much easy money, to be honest. I could finally have Medaka playable again in a cool game. This would be cool to see. And what the frick was my number one? Oh, so as far as I know, I'm pretty sure this is just a fan thing. And I could have sworn I thought I heard a long time ago that it was going to be a real thing. But since I kept hearing about it just from like a bunch of he said, she said, he said, I don't really know how this concept
Hey,
even
Grudo
came
Desert.
into fruition. But I still think this would be a cool freaking thing to be legit.
I can see it.
Because one,
So you're
apparently
Pokemon
this is
fan?
like a thing that's not like been becoming a fan-made game, but it's a concept that people have like wanted forever. But it would be a way for us to have Sonic characters playable in a fighting game in an official manner. That's not Sonic the Fighters.
God dang it, I just had something in my head now. God dang it. I just figured something out. I had this because of Mario Kart, but you guys didn't put Sonic, like, you know, Sonic with his extreme gear in Mario Kart. So I was like, oh, wait.
With this extreme gear.
You know, like Sonic Riders?
Oh, yo, actually that'd be... Yo, just
Like,
make Sonic Riders
imagine-
characters playable in freaking Mario Kart.
That's the idea.
Gray
That's the
Fox brought up
idea.
the best point. You have Sonic the Fighters.
Oh my gosh, stop. Sonic the Fighters is literally a Virtua Fighter prototype. I hope you guys understand that.
Well, no, the Sonic the Fighters is not a Virtual Fighter prototype. Sonic the Fighter, Virtual Fighter was out before Sonic the Fighters.
Virtua
was
Fighter is a Sonic the Fighters
And
prototype.
which of them became an actual series?
Sonic the Fighters, obviously.
Bro,
No, Virtual Fighter came out in '93. Sonic the Fighters came out in '96.
and which one became an actual series that was continued?
Not Virtual Fighter.
Not,
I was gonna say, I haven't seen a new Virtua Fighter in forever.
What do you mean?
So
We just got Virtua
basically-
Fighter. We just got the
No, we
freaking-
didn't. Shut up.
We
yeah,
got a
Virtua
remake.
Fighter esports.
We got a barely functional remake.
You get my point. Oh my gosh. Wait.
All I know is make Big the Cat a grappler. I'm kidding.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
Bigger the Cat as a grappler like Wolf, I can see that. I can honestly see that. And it would be
Well,
glorious.
real quick, to backtrack into chat real quick. Well, BB Tag, the problem with BB Tag is everyone had the expectation that it would play like Blaze Blue, which if you pick up the game for 5 seconds, you should realize that wasn't the
It
intention.
does not.
Like, everyone kept thinking, oh man, this plays nothing like Blaze Blue. This game sucks. It's a tag game. It's just called. I assume they just stuck with BlazBlue because that's the core of the cast. Do you see how many BlazBlue characters there are compared to every other franchise in that game?
That was my only real beef with it, is I sat there thinking like, okay, who's this game really for? Because in my personal experience, all the people who really like BlazBlue and like the BlazBlue characters were frustrated that they couldn't play BlazBlue.
Yeah, the main people
And
that actually
the same
got
thing
into...
for Uni and the same thing for P4A. So
well,
was
the
this
Uni
game made for
characters
Ruby fans?
were busted because they were just as good as they were in Uni, but easier.
Yeah,
like,
you didn't have to worry about as many of the
Batista and
mechanics
Seth are
because they
so
weren't
easy
there.
in BB Tag, like holy
Yeah.
frick, dude. But
Like, they cut out a bunch of the mechanics and a bunch of the special moves, and it was like, oh, it's
yeah,
kind
the
of
main
weird.
the main people that play BB Tag were tag team players, if we're being honest. And I guess like the few people that like had came to the anime scene, like people that were playing Grand Blue Versus and stuff. I saw a lot of crossover with like people that played those games.
It's literally just Arxis tag.
Yeah,
You
it
could
really
call
is.
that.
It's
But-
not BlazBlue tag. It's just Arxis tag.
Good point, Gray Fox. Well, actually, Lychee in there would have been sick, but I don't know what they would have done to her moveset in a game like BB Tag.
Dude, the poll, you have 3 characters, dude.
They'd either have to make her play completely different or she'd just be actually busted. Like putting Chaos from Uni into BB Tag. He'd be busted, like straight up.
Because when BB Tag first launched, I was one of the shitters that ran Gordeau Ruby.
You're one
So
of those
there was-
people.
I was one of those. And nowadays, whenever I do play, I sometimes play Ruby, but it's mainly like Bullet and Yang. Those are the 2 I play.
You're one of those people.
Oh no, I'm still one of those people. I definitely was in the park of Gordeau Ruby shouldn't be touched. I mean, it was my team and all, but I'm kidding.
Oh man.
I will say
But-
the interactions with the story between characters I thought was pretty fun because hearing them English voices, the way they interacted
The
with each
fan
other.
service in the game is great. The interactions and stuff they have and the dialogue is very fun.
Yeah,
It
I
makes
spent
up for the
more-
gameplay.
I spend more time watching like those BB Tag compilation videos, like all the interactions. I spend more time watching those than playing the actual
Pull up the
game.
cooking contest thing.
My favorite of like the first half of the story is just confused. Ragna is confused.
She's just constantly wondering what's going on.
That's BB Tag in a nutshell.
While small child with umbrella tells him he's stupid.
Well, Gray Fox fan service in the literal definite. I mean, well, depending on the characters,
Wow.
there's that fan service too.
I was
But
gonna say, like,
It really just is Mugen, which is what makes BB Tag so enjoyable even outside of gameplay for someone like me at least. But with Sega vs. Capcom, again, I imagine some of you might know about this overall concept more than me, because I just know that it's some like fan concept that's been thought up for like years. But I feel like Sega vs. Capcom is something that like it could be attempted, at least. But then again, the problem with it, in fact, maybe it shouldn't be number 1 on my list. But the one problem that I could see with it is if they realistically do the heights of characters, all the Sonic characters will be busted. Because they'll all be like 3 feet tall, everyone's standing jabs will whiff over Sonic characters. Dang,
Thing of
they actually
beauty.
might be busted. I don't know. It depends on how they approach it. Either way, it'd be cool to see. Sounds like a bad idea? Why? Wait, gosh, you guys are still farming points?
I'm sitting on almost 70k.
I
Goodness
got
gracious.
35k.
I have enough for 2 bad words.
Well, you guys are running out of freaking time to redeem those. But enlighten me. Why would it be a bad idea?
Oh, I just remembered about channel points and my favorite button.
Don't you do it.
Oh yeah,
Yada, yada,
speaking of
yada.
which, I did add some more, I modified the sound stuff. There's a new one requested by the homie Anna. Give that one a press if you want. No, I'm not. What do you? Oh my god. Anyways, in fact, you know what? I'm gonna do my mulligan now. I'm gonna move these two up. I'll put this down here.
Oh, Sega versus Capcom is now Snacks. Okay.
Huh?
I mean, that'd be pretty lit.
Well, no, his would be Sega versus Capcom and PSO2.
You know what? You're not wrong.
Actually, is there even
mean,
any
they
Sonic
do-
stuff in PSO2?
Plenty.
Wait, what?
Plenty. There's a whole like season of the classic lobby. It's like has Sonic decorations everywhere.
Oh, I mean like actual.
During Sonic's
character
anniversary.
stuff.
During Sonic's anniversary. Well, yeah, and then there's also over the course of classic PSO2, at least in NA, two of the main like DLC packs you could buy for the game. Not like gotcha stuff, but like DLC packs where you buy it on Steam and you get the specified items, which include like a bunch of like enhancement items and stuff, but also some
Gray
cosmetics.
Fox,
They
I
were
can
the-
answer that
the
question.
Yeah, I was gonna
Very
say, Gray
well.
Fox, to answer your question, literally take the cast of Sonic Riders, add a Shenmue character or two. I don't freaking know.
Add the MVC cast, the
Mhm.
Capcom side.
Yeah, and boom, you have your
You've got
game.
Strider, you've got Frank West, you've got Spencer, you've got Resident Evil characters, you've got Dante.
And Sonic and Mega
Like,
Man have
bro, what
already
do you
had
mean?
a canonical
You have a million.
crossover. That'd be sick to see.
Oh
in a
yeah, that's
fighting
right, Smash Bros.
But
That's
yeah,
right, Smash Bros.
the one.
Well, no,
thing
I mean the
PS2
comics. There's a Sonic X Mega Man comic.
Well, there's
Actually, a really
oh,
good
that's right, the Archie comic.
Yeah.
And I kind of messed up. I didn't really grow up with the Archie comics.
Me
Kind of.
neither. I just only checked them out like in very like sporadic small amounts. That's
I
kinda
stood
random.
away from the Archie comic universe.
The Sonic
those
comic
guys were
universe gets
different.
kind of.
Those guys
Wild.
are a different breed. Kingpin, especially with Kingpin.
Well,
Okay,
that's why
but
you're
we're
supposed
going
to
off
move
topic.
on. You're supposed to move on to the new era of comics. But
But they don't seem right. Okay, let's not go ahead and go. Let's not get out of tangent.
anywho, my list is done. Sega vs. Capcom, we already laid it out. Sora should have been in Smash, and I explained the other stuff. Nick, is your list ready yet?
Kinda.
Kind of.
You had all this time.
I've been working on homework.
Well,
But you also
I,
committed to this. Like
I-
you committed to
well,
being here.
I,
I
to
got
be
cool
fair,
ideas.
I
I
understand
appreciate
where
you
you're coming
being
from.
responsible. And Gray Fox, no worries, because before I played Sonic Riders, I was honestly the same way. I had forgotten about the existence of Super Monkey Ball. I didn't even know what Space Channel
Oh
freaking
crap,
was.
that's right.
Uh,
Space Channel.
Knights
You don't
was
know
also
what
there.
Space Channel was?
yeah. So for context, the first Sonic Riders has
That's
how many
Sonic
how many extra Sega characters? Wait,
Three.
la la.
I, Ulala,
Knights.
and Samba de Amigo.
And nights.
Yeah,
Nice.
and I forgot there's the Racing Transformed Shenanigans too.
I posted something in Shenanigans. They should help.
Oh,
Good lord.
yeah. So
Very
here you
fun.
go, Gray Fox. This is there's your Sega vs. Capcom cast, all
Wait.
right there in one.
I
picture.
like how it has the mouse from Choo Choo Rocket, but at the same time, it's missing my favorite character, Danica Patrick.
Yo, I forgot about Billy Hatcher.
Billy
Also,
Hatchet.
I like the Shenmue guy. I like Ryo a
Yeah.
lot.
So like, Sega vs. Capcom seems like something that has seemed plausible, which is why I assume there's like this big fan like made content around it. But there you go. Yes, Virtual Fighter is Sega. Gosh dang it, dude.
Virtua
Here's
Fighter
another
2D
picture
format. When,
Just of
when
just stuff in general.
When Akira Yuki be too broken like he was in Dengeki? Let me try to be a broken character.
Well, also I guess it would depend on if like what kind of 2D.
Yeah,
route
if
you
we're
take.
doing Sega, then yeah, you can include Yakuza.
If you do a tag team fighter, of course people would be busted regardless. And again, if you go off of canonical heights, all the Sonic characters are gonna play like the freaking Nekos in Melty,
Sega
They're gonna be
Cross
tiny.
SNK.
and they're gonna be
But yeah,
fast.
you forgot about the most important characters. You can get Puyo Puyo characters up in there.
Oh,
Oh, there you
frick,
go.
you're right. Dang.
Aaron,
alright,
I'm very
Sega vs.
happy
Capcom
with
is
this
sounding
image
cool,
purely
cool.
because it has Raphael the Rhythm Thief on it.
Okay.
I thank you
Rhythm Thief.
very
See,
much.
people have actually made like comprehensive lists for these things.
Yo, Sega to Sanshiro!
Like,
Sakura.
dude,
Sega representation does not include Ash from PSO2. I'm mad.
Oh
Look,
yeah, I
I-
forgot.
it's
Bayonetta was
finding
published
it-
by Sega.
Yep, yo, the original
see,
Bayonetta was
this
Sega.
is where you
Published by Sega.
guys forget the excuse of, dude, just put Joker in it.
Oh, Atlas is under
Wait, wasn't
Sega.
Konoha?
Oh, frick, I forgot.
There it is, my favorite Sega versus Capcom character, Joker.
Fucking put Joker in it already, guys.
We've
Stop
come full circle.
pretending you
yeah.
forgot. Stop trying to exclude him because he's gonna
Right.
find his way in there.
Yo,
Oh, never mind. It's Namco. It was Namco.
carry you with 4 stances. Oh, frick.
And Tim, on that same vein for you, Tsubasa.
No, we're gonna put in Derek Stiles and Angie Thompson.
Goodbye.
Dang. Yeah, see, I'll still keep
I
it
don't
at number
like
4,
Joker
but
that much. I haven't
Sega
played
vs.
Persona
Capcom-
5. I just like the joke that he's in everything.
Yeah, dude, we're not even being serious. It's just a joke.
well,
I,
I mean,
just like he's my favorite character from AFK Arena.
but being
My favorite
realistic, like
character from Star
how
Ocean.
big Persona 5 is, it's not even a meme at this point. It's just a
Oh yeah,
real thing.
if they
Oh,
did
no,
a Sega
yeah.
versus Capcom, Joker would definitely be in it.
He
That's like an auto
Probably the
include. He
biggest
would be in the
Persona
reveal
franchise.
trailer.
Yeah.
Just take the P4 cast and throw it in there. You have
Yeah,
the
you
characters,
could
just
really
And then you
put
put
have-
the last Persona in, you put the P3 cast, so you have the entire Persona series.
You could really have P5 Arena in a Sega vs. Capcom. That'd be freaking sick. There you go, Gray Fox. Now you know how expansive Sega gets. I even forgot about some stuff. That's hilarious. Also, side note,
You did
Aiden.
Bayonetta Sega?
Yeah, or I
Bayo 1
forgot
was-
Bayonetta was
yeah.
published by Sega.
The 01 was published by Sega.
Wait,
Oh,
is
Bayo 1
Konoha-
only.
Was Konoha Namco or was it Capcom?
I think
No, that was
Klonoa
Namco.
was
My bad. Never
Namco,
mind.
yeah.
Namco, yeah. My bad. Because I was gonna say, put Namco cross. Put Namco cross. I don't know, SNK or something. As
We're doing
on the
Capcom, all you gotta do is put in
Pac-Man.
if you're having your Namco.
Also,
I messed
Aiden,
up and said Capcom instead of Namco, but if you're
Aiden-
putting in Namco, just put in Pac-Man and I'm happy.
True. Aiden, did you want to
Waka,
play
waka, waka.
Strive on PS4 or PC?
Ooh, this is gonna be rough.
I forgot to add the golf GM.
People
people
forget,
mod
Sega
for
runs
RAM.
Just like any other company, Sega characters run deep.
They really do.
Like
It's
the
a
image I
virtual
posted
fighter.
was nothing to sniff.
It's a virtual
Nothing to
fighter
snuff at.
See, there you go.
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah,
Sega vs. Capcom
Yeah.
should have happened already. It should have happened when Sega was like about to go freaking bankrupt. That would have brought them out
Yeah, like,
from the ashes.
Capcom has a lot of
Whoa,
variety of
dude.
types of games and characters, and
There's a
so
whole lot
definitely
of
does
things
Sega.
they should have done, but pretty much back then they were worried about getting their last, going out with a bang. So
Yeah. Well, Nick, if you weren't gonna do your list yet,
I'll do it. I'm just gonna say random stuff, and there's no order to it.
Oh, well, go ahead. I need to, Aiden, go ahead and make the Strive lobby. I'll join soon. I'm just gonna need to switch my Ethernet cable over. But go ahead and make the lobby. Nick, go ahead and say your list.
No particular order. Phoenix Wright and Smash.
Yay!
okay.
That would be freaking cool.
Objection.
Wait, so should I start from the bottom or start from the top?
I don't
I'll start
Yeah.
from the top.
He said in any order, it didn't really matter.
know. Damn, I'm put on
Move
the
list
spot.
is
I
made
forgot.
for him.
Oh
That's
yeah.
what happened.
The dick tease that never saw any fruition of any form. The biggest blunder of possibly one of the biggest blunders of Evo ever. Put Solid Snake in Tekken.
Yeah, that. Oh man, he got super flamed for that
Uh,
prank.
That was so mean.
That
that
was
was,
super
like-
uncalled for. Even
Yeah,
the
that was
voice
that.
actor called him out on it.
He was like,
Wait,
why'd
who-
you do that?
Wait, who?
Wait,
who
you
made
didn't
that
know
point?
about that
You
MCM
don't know about
at
that?
Evo?
No, it wasn't. Wait, what was that?
Let me find the
Yeah,
video.
there might be
and
an
you can play
article
it.
about it or somewhere.
Wait, what
But
was this?
basically,
Like,
in the
me
main
know.
hall, like on the
It was on the main stage for Grants.
Yeah,
not Grants,
they-
but for top 8.
Here, I'm posting it in Shenanigans right now.
Alright, cause like, what year was that?
I'll also
2019.
piggyback on.
Okay, I was going through a rough year. 2019 was the year that I was going through some stuff. So,
That makes sense. Oh wait,
Yeah.
hold on, frick! Try to pause the music.
also, I was out in the field during geology. I was out in the field when that stuff happened. So, wait, what?
I'll also piggyback on
Oh,
the idea of
shoot, yeah, I was-
PSO2 X Xenoblade or X Xeno.
I almost can't watch
You know, it's
this.
kind of
It
funny because I was
hurts.
in Vegas. I was in school when this stuff was happening.
Man, this is Snake. That was
Oh, I just
good
realized.
ass Tekken.
I might think I'm gonna have to leave the whole video playing because I don't remember when it happened.
It's at the end of this. It's at the end of this like round. Like
Yeah, it's the end of the round.
go all the way. Go all the way to like after this match ends. Just after this match ends. Just find that.
Go right there. Right there.
Oh no,
Yeah, that show-
you went
that-
to do it and then you stopped doing it.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
that.
Go to 1 minute 55 seconds.
Or it's about to be that. But yeah, they cut off. Everyone
Bro.
freaked out. And they were just like, what was that? That was it?
Yeah,
What?
like that comes on, you like everybody expected that was an announcement of like Solid Snake coming as a.
It was
His
just
character.
a cameo thing that he paid for. And then he was like, why'd you put it there? Why did you do it right after that?
Yeah, like that. That was not a good spirited prank, especially in like, cause like in an era like this where you have fighting game events and like teasers and stuff. Like, why would you do a prank
That's
like
why
that?
you gotta do what Smash did, and Smash had a cameo of Danny DeVito, and he just said he appreciates all you gamers.
Oh, damn.
It was great.
Gosh dang it.
Just, hi everyone, it's Danny DeVito, and or no, it was Gilbert Gottfried.
Oh,
God.
the cameo.
Yeah.
What's it called? Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I will piggyback
I'm
on
sorry,
Xenoblade.
Great Fox was brought up. Here, let me put this lobby code aside.
But yeah, if I will piggyback on Xenoblade cross PSO2, but more specifically, I don't just want it to be like the PSO2 scratch ticket of Xenoblade outfits. I'd want them to actually do what they did with Sword Art Online, where they actually do have a crossover story with like the characters interacting and stuff, where you actually get the cosmetics and stuff through completing the side story missions. That's what I would want to see. It's like some reason of why the universes are colliding for anime reasons.
Can't escape from crossing fate.
Also,
This makes me
thanks
want to
for...
go on the Arxis round battle generator.
God.
Oh, we should pull it up. Thank you for chilling, by the way, Gray Fox. Try not to think about that freaking prank. Have a good night.
Think about Gilbert Gottfried instead.
No,
he
think
he
about
appreciates you as a gamer.
No, think about Danganronpa and Yu-Gi-Oh.
Don't think about.
And then
Please think about it.
What's your next one, Nick?
And then also something I would like to see executed without all the toys to life things this time, and just its own game with its own actual like structure and unlocking structure. Lego Dimensions 2.
Yeah, Dimensions was a cool idea, but having to buy a bunch of toys for it was.
Oh,
Much.
there's private service for that. There's private
Well,
service.
yeah,
for
I
Lego
think there
Dimensions.
is. It's just a hassle, and like they should just make a new game that isn't held back by those.
Lego has a
Lego
bazillion things to
Dimensions?
cross over
Lego
with. It is a
Dimensions?
great resource for it.
Lego Dimensions with Bionicle.
Oh heck yeah!
Yo, throw it in, man. Throw it in. Throw it
Throw
in
it
the
in with the
pot.
rest.
Just say Lego Xenoverse.
Wait, is that?
Lego Xenoverse.
I'm messing around.
God.
Dimensions is fine. I just like making
And
Xenoverse
then-
games.
Yeah, put my
This
honorable
one, I
in
guess
there.
you could call my number one. I guess you could label this one my number one.
Um,
What I would like to see is like a Smash Bros. Style game, like
So platform
crossover
fighter.
event. No, not style of game, but like event for racing
Oh.
games.
Like a big, massive crossover of a bunch of racing games together.
Yes, so it would just be like a bunch of iconic racing game cars and stuff. So you'd have like a bunch of the cars from Ridge Racer, which actually has its own manufacturers and like models and stuff that's like in universe, like lore behind them and all. If you actually look
Right.
into it, like none of the cars in Ridge Racer are real cars. They made up their own companies and stuff. And then you also have, also have Burnout, which did the same thing, which would cross over, and then you got just a bunch of other series, like Midnight Club even as well has some fake cars, but over time they ended up going to real cars. But like even like if they're real cars, if they're like iconic to the series, like say for Need for Speed, there's Need for Speed Most Wanted, the original Most Wanted iconic car for that would be the BMW M3 GTR. That was like the cover car. Your character owned it at the beginning of the game. It got taken away in a rigged race and stuff. So,
I haven't played
And
that
you're
in so
so
long.
but yeah, there's like a lot of like iconic like racing game cars. Like Sega Rally, you have like the Toyota Celica and stuff. Like Outrun, you have the Ferrari.
Does that mean I get to drift with like the 8 sticks?
Oh yeah, you
And,
could have Initial D right in there. Yeah, because Initial
and
D has
Wagon-
arcade games.
And Wagon Midnight? I think that was the name of it?
I
No.
believe yes, you sound right. Correct. That's correct there. But yeah, and then like every car would have like different traits of like their home games that feed into their like handling style, and there probably would be like power ups and stuff, and like kind of like probably a kind of a Mario Kart-ish style
For
system.
some reason, you're reminding me of a late memory of that on the DS. I used to play a good, not for a long time. I did end up selling the game like a few months later, but like play a lot of Hot Wheels Beat That on DS.
Dude, I played that on DS as well, dude. That game was good. I
Yeah.
will fight people. That game was actually really good on the
So yeah,
DS.
just throw in a Hot Wheels car in there. Is the main.
No, wait. Well, have you heard of the new Hot Wheels racing game coming out later this year?
There's a Hot Wheels racing game coming
Dude,
out
look it
this
up.
year.
Look it up right now. Hot Wheels Unleashed. It looks so good. It's Hot Wheels
We're
Beat
talking
That.
about Hot Wheels, right? You should...
Yes.
Yo,
yes.
there's a
you-
Hot Wheels
you-
game that I
like-
remember from a long time ago that was mad freaking fun.
It's probably Hot Wheels Beat That. Look up Hot Wheels Beat That right now.
Hot Wheels Beat That. Also, do you have any honorable mentions or no? Because I'm gonna.
No, I don't have no honorable mention.
Okay, because what I'm gonna do.
Oh.
Wait, hold on a second. Hot Wheels. Beat That?
Beat That, yes.
Is it on Xbox?
It was on like everything back in the day.
I found
Was
it.
this the game where you could do like all kinds of cool flips and stuff?
I posted it in
I'm not
chat.
sure.
I'd have to
You
look at,
might
like,
be
actual-
thinking of Hot Wheels Stunt Track Challenge.
I posted it in chat.
Wait, posted what?
Shenanigans, Hot Wheels Unleashed announcement trailer.
Wait, which one is
Dude.
this?
Look at it. Do you see that game?
Also, what I'm gonna do then, if Nick's done with his list, is I'm gonna play this trailer, and then
And if you like,
end
like
the stream,
Hot
and I'll start it up again, so no one has to actually leave or anything.
Well, I was gonna leave after this anyway.
if you
'cause I had
like
work
Hot
tomorrow.
Wheels,
Right,
like
nice.
stuff at all, and I got all Hot Wheels like fanboy, which I kind of am. There's
my
another
younger
trailer that
brother.
they released recently, like in the middle of something random, like it just dropped out of nowhere, where it started showing off more of the car roster, and it even has stuff from like Hot Wheels Acceleracers in it and stuff, and it's like, if you're a Hot Wheels fan, this game's actually looking like super good.
Getting some burnout
But there's-
vibes.
There's even gameplay trailer out now. But like the thing with this game is like all the cars, they're not like, you're not driving like a Ford Mustang on Hot Wheel track. No, you're driving a little plastic car that looks like a little Hot Wheel,
Yeah, this is
like
the
with
actual
all the
Hot Wheels.
like with all the scaled wheels and all the plastic wheels and all.
Which is hype.
Here's the thing: if this
'Cause
car
you can do
isn't
really
in it,
cool
I'm not
courses.
buying it. If
You
this
can
car
do
isn't in it, I'm
cool
not
courses.
buying it.
God no, stop.
Yo, what the
If this
frick?
car, if Thanos' car ain't in it, I ain't getting it.
You want Thanos copter.
I'm kidding.
Oh my god.
I'm hyped. That's really cool. I like this idea of like an
Okay.
extreme Hot Wheels game that's on like the toy scale because you can make the coolest courses with that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
guys.
that's
really
you
good.
know,
That's
yeah,
actually
there's
sick.
also a track editor in it where you can actually
Oh
make
wait,
For real?
bro, that's coming out the
Okay,
same.
I'm buying this game.
That's coming out
There's
the
a full
same day
track
as
editor.
Melty.
And you
I'm
can
buying
even
this
make,
game
and
like
you can
day
even
of.
make it to where the tracks go onto like the tables or like the ground and stuff where the track where like you go off of the tracks for a minute to like actually drive on the terrain of the room. So you can
I'm
have them
buying
driving through an air vent or you can have them driving through like over a table.
Reminds me of
Like-
the Toy Story games. In terms of that
I-
scale
I'm
of
mad
exploration.
hyped.
By the way, you need to show this on stream. Show them the
Melty
Thanos
Blood
card.
Hot Wheels event. I guess we're
Dude,
playing Hot Wheels and Melty.
Hot Wheels Unleashed is like the biggest sleeper hype of the year for like
I'm very glad you've shown me this.
Why is
You know what? I'm
Thanos
glad
a
that-
car? What the
no one's
frick?
talking about it, but this game looks so
So-
good.
You know what, Snek? I'm glad that you mentioned this racing game in your list, because then we would have never have talked about Hot Wheels. Because
That is freaking
Dude.
hilarious.
Dude, Hot Wheels games are like great. Like you got Hot Wheels beat that back in the day that you were talking about. The DS port was really good. The console port was really fun.
I mean,
Like,
yeah,
Yo,
the
it's
Hot-
releasing
Hot
on
Wheels-
everything too.
Hot Wheels beat
Oh, yeah.
that. It was the only one of the few racing games I just super enjoyed on the
Yeah.
on the DS
PS4,
specifically.
PS5,
yeah, Hot Wheels
Xbox One,
Unleashed is
Series
like
X
the
and
direct
S, Switch,
sequel to
and
that, pretty
Windows.
much.
It's releasing for everything.
Well, did we have a confirmed date for it?
Oh wait.
Yes,
Yeah, it's coming out
September
like
27th.
yeah,
Okay.
it's coming out like a week or two after my birthday,
Well-
which I'm hyped for.
Here, hold on real
Hey.
quick. Whoever's been watching, thank you for watching. I'll be right back. I'm doing this sign off just not only for the exporting it to YouTube, but also because I'm gonna switch my Ethernet cord to my PS Quattro, and there's a chance the stream might cut out. So if it cuts out, I will be right back. If you're heading out for the night, thank you for chilling, thank you for watching. But I'm gonna be on for a little while longer to play some Strive, and you guys can keep talking about Hot Wheels and everything.
Alright, well, I have to go for work,
see
so
what
this is gonna be
happens.
out
Yeah.
for me.
I gotta get. Yeah, I'm trying to build stuff and.
Again, and stop.
Y'all
it
have
again.
fun with your Strive lobby. I'm gonna head out.
All right. I'll see you guys later.
Night,
Laters.
everybody.
See,
All right.
I'm trying to stop the stream and start it again to make sure that the video properly gets cut when I upload this or when I export it to YouTube. Oh, Foregathers, thank you for the follow. I didn't even see that earlier. Jeez. These conversations are so engaging. But I need to